myself to stage. I'm going to just say this off the top. You know, I would rather be known as a real person than somebody who was exposed as a scammer on YouTube. And you know exactly who you are. So if you know what's good for you, shut your mouth. Okay? So with that being said, let me do what I do. Let me take down this iconic intro. Here you see the nighttime background. You hear our legendary music. And then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. So glad to have you here. Razy is here as well. Say hi, Razy. Say hi. Say hi, Razy. Say hi. Say hi, Razy. Say hi. I know it's been a minute. I was with the Gossip Girls earlier today. I was just on Tea Talk with your girl. And here's the Vicks Vapo Stick, okay? Because I said that the Vapo Stick, the Vapor Rub that is needed to break up these emotions on these shows. Oh, my Lord Jesus. I can't do it. I can't do it. So we got a lot to talk about, y'all. So let's get to the get. Let's do what we do. So y'all know how we start. We start off with Potomac first because Potomac comes on first. Then we talk about Married to Medicine. So let's get to it. So this is Potomac. So we start with Nneka. So she's picking so she's picking her husband up from the airport, or either way, somebody's getting picked up from the airport. So Ike, who is Nneka's husband, is a travel nurse, right? He does travel medicine. So he's off. So he's flying away 1 week, coming back for a week. So Karen invites Nneka and Ike to pickleball. And so Leb received a call from Ivy. Ivy is Wendy's sister, and Leb is Nneka's sister-in-law, I think I'm getting that right. But apparently Wendy was upset about Nneka using Wendy's name, and that Eddie and Nneka's husband went to school together. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Just because you go to school together doesn't mean that you know them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, hey, you know what? You might see a mutual friend. You know what I mean? Like, if I see a mutual friend, I'll send a friend request or something like that. But besides that I don't think that's really too much. But anyway, so then Robin, we get to Robin. So Robin and Gizelle, meet up, and they're at this restaurant. So the twins are coming up on B-Day, and Grace is coming up on her last week of school, and she will be in Florida, I think at Florida A&M. But either way, shout out to Grace and congratulations on that. So Jazelle and Robin have this podcast called Reasonably Shady. They do these live shows, right? So they were in Atlanta, and Juan was with Robin. And so basically Jazelle and Juan talked, and that, Jazelle felt that Juan was screaming out at her, right? And so Robin said that Juan's hearing was bad because he coached so much. Now Robin, listen, I know you're riding for him, but like, come on, really? Is that what we're doing? Okay. All right. I guess it is what it is, right? But I just never heard that. Because like, if a dude's going to yell, he's going to yell, like regardless of coaching or not. But Juan did not yell at Giselle Corn or Robin. And so then, Robin tells the story that Nneka told Robin to keep quiet. And of course, Robin, being, Giselle's, sidekick, doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. Not surprising. So then we get to Candace, and Candace and her mom are, talking, and Candace's mom says that she needs new dishwashers, or she needs a new dishwasher. And so Candace asked her mom if she could get 2 dishwashers. Apparently, double the dishes, right? So, Chris screamed about money allegedly from Candace. Chris did not scream about money. He did not say, you know what? You need to handle your finances. He did scream. Chris is one of the coolest dudes that I've seen on the show in terms of behavior. You know what I mean? So let's not do that to Chris. And then Robin is talked about, Robin and Candace good. Now, honestly, tell you the truth, like, for me, I just felt that conversation, it could be had or it doesn't have to be had. because I mean, listen, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, Robin did, stand up for Chris, and I will say that when it came to Gizelle, because Gizelle could not mention what made her so uncomfortable, but also too, like, Robin had her own stuff and she wasn't being honest about. So if Candace, sorry, y'all, let me get myself together. So if Candace wants to feel a way about it, she has a right to feel that way, right? You can't ask other people to be real and you're not being real. So anyway, we get to pickleball. I love Karen and Ray, Mr. and Mrs. Pickle. They're both are dressed in green, doing what they do. Then Gizelle arrives, and Karen says, "Gizelle, you're more fun since you got the new boyfriend." Basically saying that, really, like, Gizelle is no fun, and she probably is no fun in real life. Just saying this. Now, this is based on the show, okay? Because I know there's a lot of Jizzy fans. Apparently, I don't know why. Like, she internally kikied when a black woman got a drink thrown in her face, and she's commenting on everyone else's marriages and stuff like that, and just. I mean, her behavior is atrocious, but it is what it is. So then Mia and Gordon arrived, but notice that they arrived separately. Interesting. So then Wendy and Eddie arrives, then Candace arrives, then Vivian, I think it was somebody's best friend, arrives. So Chris had clients that morning but could not attend. Candace and Gizelle are not good because Candace talked about Giselle's uterus because Gizelle had to get surgery on that, and also the uncomfortable comment stuff. And Gizelle said nothing will be good talking to Candace. Now, Gizelle, you dragged this man through the mud of you being so uncomfortable, right? So, like, and it turns out that he really didn't do anything wrong to you. So what is Candace supposed to feel? And guess what? You take shots at people that you don't like all the time. You can never be gracious. Although it's interesting that you had intervention for Robin, but yeah, if it comes to anyone else's mental health, you could care less about them. So just being honest about it, like, that's not cool. So Ashley and Candace, they're not good because that Michael Darby and Candace are in litigation for this lawsuit. Honestly, at the end of the day, like, if it ain't true, Michael, it ain't true, bro. But if it is true, just live your best life and move the hell on. But it is what it is. So since this is Karen's event, Wendy and Mia are on a team. Candace is in the middle, and she is on Gizelle and Ashley's team. So Robin and Juan arrive, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, Juan Dixon is alive and well." And then Karen said, what is this outfit, Robin? Whole coochie is out. Put it back. Nobody want, not even want it. I'm like, wow. Okay, then. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right, then. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. Just, oh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. A little uncalled for, but hey, listen, to each their own. So then Gizelle, Candace, Karen, and Ashley are the team Ishtars. Mia, Robin, Wendy, and NECA are the team finishers, I guess. So NECA, or Kanika, is from the First Communion. I think that is Wendy's friend, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's Wendy's friend. So then Karen makes a speech about how the women aren't good and that Robin showed up, and Robin's like, quit saying my name. So Juan said he wasn't going to listen to it. Juan, you didn't want to be there in the first place, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You did not want to be there. So then the shrine is talked about, and Mia, says that she is not surprised and is trying to say, I told you so. And Gizelle agrees. Mia, you don't get any room to talk. You have lied about your age. You have lied about being the CEO of your company. Like, not to mention too, like, you're just not good people. Like, really, you used your child. Now I want y'all to get this. She used her child to talk about that Wendy said something mean to her. Because remember how Wendy called Mia slow. Mia took that on and said, that her child's slow. She did not say anything about your child. She called you, Mia, you, the person, slow. That was uncalled for. So no, you don't get any room to talk. And a hit dog will holler if you are crazy. So anyway, not Mia, but Wendy's being extra because Wendy's like, you can never compete with this. You can never compete with this. So then Wendy and Mia talk and wants to sell things. And Mia's like, well, you call me many names. Well, Mia, you called her name. So like fair is fair. And then food falls down, but guess who makes it fall down? Juan Dixon. So apparently he was playing some pickleball. I think Robin was with him, and he hit the wall, and the food fell down. I'm like, oh my god. Then it got a little bit crazier because then the gentleman got into it with Eddie and Ike, apparently, because they knew each other's stuff. I'm like, really, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. It's not that big of a deal. And listen, maybe y'all should be hanging out, but also too, like, all y'all are Nigerian. Like, don't let these common people ruin y'all cultural connection. That's what I have to say about it. But that was basically the episode, y'all. That was basically the episode. I've been kind of having a little bit of a day today. It started this morning, but it's all good, man, love is a complicated thing, ain't it? But anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on, because let me tell you, Married to Medicine was up next. I know, like, honestly, I feel like y'all love Married to Medicine a lot more than Potomac. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, so we get to Married to Medicine. So we start off with Phaedra. So Dr. Jackie and Heavenly come over, and Quad is talked about, and Dr. Jackie and Heavenly wants to know why Quad was at the bachelorette party. So for those of you who remember our last review, Sweet Tea had her bachelorette party, and Phaedra invited Quad. So for those of you who don't know, Quad used to be the ex-wife of Dr. G. Dr. G and Quad got divorced, and Sweet Tea is the new woman that Dr. G is getting married to. So the ex-wife shows up to the fiance's bachelorette party. Oh, Lord, this is, in the words of Birdman, doing his hands. Ooh, Lord. So anyway, so Dr. Jackie, likes Quad, but doesn't really hear from her. Quad says that Quad only comes around when it's convenient for her. And after a while, you do get tired of trying to reach out. And, Phaedra threw it back in their face of, y'all are more Quad's friend than she is mine. And so I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't you say that you have known Dr. G for 20 years and like you and Quad are friends? So she's your friend too, Phaedra. I think you're forgetting that. But anyway, Phaedra said that Quad ushered in a new spirit. Phaedra with her Southern Belle ways, Lord. So Sweet Tea's wedding is in 24 hours. And so, they're talking about, from the outburst that was had to, Dr. G, his controlling ways, will the wedding even happen? Now, here's the thing. I think that everybody can be judged on a moment. That doesn't mean that's who they are. And I think sometimes we forget that. Especially when someone is trying to improve, trying to move on, trying to evolve. I think we'll take one moment and make that the masterpiece of who we think they are to us inside our head. Meanwhile, they got all these other art pieces in their gallery, right? So, it was a moment. That doesn't mean that that's the way it's going to be. But Sweet Tea and Dr. G, they are a interesting couple. I'll just say that much. So Dr. Simone, we get to Dr. Simone next. So Cecil, who's a real estate agent, is talking with the 24-year-old son about college and everything else. And so, I think it's Marcus, if I'm not mistaken. So Marcus, who's 24 years old, is getting C's. And Dr. Simone said, not my son getting C's. Now listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I grew up in a household where A's and B's were the norm. And so when I got to college, I got my first C. My mom said, that's okay. I'm like, wait a minute, it's okay. And then I learned C's get degrees. Now that don't mean you get every no, I mean that doesn't mean you get a C in everything, right? But you do try to put your best foot forward. But some college classes are harder than others. And let me tell you something, if you get a C out of that class, it's a check mark, you move the hell on. Because at the end of the day, the degree is not really, I'm not gonna say the degree is not valuable, but it's more of a can you accomplish something than anything else, right? So if Marcus is getting C's and he is still passing, then guess what? Look, he's doing the work. Would y'all rather him bring home D's and F's? Because I mean a C gets a degree. So, but anyway, but of course she's being mama, so mamas expect their sons to do more. So basically, they're fitting the bill for one more year of college, and then that's it. So their son has been in school for 5 years, right? The son's been in school for 5 years, and so Marcus lives with Dr. Simone and Cecil, and so Dr. Simone says that she wants the attention of one man, not two. So basically she wants the attention of one man, not two. So basically she just wants Dr. Cecil and Cecil alone. Sorry. So Dr. Simone says that she wants to walk around the house naked. Okay, that's what she said she wants to do. I'm like, okay, then let your freak flag fly and play doctor and patient. Then go right ahead. And so the son says, well, how is sex happening when all you do is come home and go to sleep? And he said it's been 10 years and the warranty has been expired. Now, I gotta tell you something. There's no way you can talk to your mama like that, dog. Like, no, I'm not going to say to my mama that the warranty's expired. Like, dude, those are grown words. Like, only your daddy can say that. Even your daddy shouldn't say that. But like, dog, I just felt that was a little uncalled for. Just a little uncalled for. So then, Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. So then, we get to 24 hours before the wedding. Dr. G and Sweet Tea are meeting up, and Dr. G doesn't remember what happened at his bachelorette party. So you don't remember, if my pants come down, they ain't coming back up. You don't remember that? You don't remember the woman pulling out her breasts and gyrating her, explosive spring in front of your face? You don't remember that? You don't remember you saying, hey, I have a wedding, you want to come? And they had to stop you from inviting a stripper to your wedding. I'm sorry. Listen, if I do get married, right, I'm not inviting no stripper, whether she is thick within the waist or she a BBW, to my wedding. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't do. It's almost like, if Sweet Tea brought a male stripper to the wedding, would you be okay with that? Right. So I just wouldn't do it. I just would not do it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. We are live on tour with this damn show. We're on Married to Medicine. We're talking about Dr. G and Sweet Tea's wedding. So basically what is happening is that Sweet Tea feels a way about Quad. That Quad came to Sweet Tea's bachelorette party, and so there's a 23-year age gap between Dr. G and Sweet Tea. So the couples are arriving. First of all, it was the wedding rehearsal, right? So Sweet Tea's family was there. I didn't see any of Dr. G's family, I don't think. And so Dr. G calls Phaedra and is like, why did you invite Quad to my new wife's bachelorette party? And Phaedra was like, well, I think that there should be no animosity between the ex-wife and the new wife. Now, Phaedra, that's not your place to do that. But I also understood Phaedra too. Was one of those, maybe this is not the time. If you have to read the room sometimes, and I felt like that was just a little just a little out the way, right? Just a little bit out the way. Sorry, y'all. I've been playing Monopoly Go all day long today. Um, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so good lord. Okay. I'll check on that a little bit later. Um so yeah, so Phaedra says, I love sweet tea. I love sweet tea. So then, all the couples are arriving and they're talking about, how long it took and if there will be a wedding and all that type of stuff. So Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon get there and Heavenly is not on the list. So Jasmine, who was at the bachelorette party, who told Sweet Tea that Heavenly was talking about her, um, basically that the wedding and the marriage is not going to work out, all that type of stuff, that they planned it too fast and everything. So basically, because of that, Heavenly was not on the list, and Dr. Damon and Heavenly were at their daughter's prom shoot because prom was that night. So they were going to try to do both events. And so basically, I was laughing at this because Dr. Heavenly wasn't on the list, but according to Dr. Heavenly, production got her in because they said you cannot do this wedding without Dr. Heavenly. She's a part of the cast, so makes sense to me. So the wedding is happening. It wasn't a big wedding, but it was a nice wedding for what it was. So Heavenly got in, and Jasmine was not happy. So then we get to the reception, right? So there's like a 360 booth, and is Quad coming to the reception? No, she is not coming to the reception, y'all. But apparently the nurses, the doctors, got a lot of curves because the 360 booth could get all of them. I'm like, go ahead, y'all broke the booth. I ain't mad at you. But Quad was chilling and taking a bath, and they were tapping the glass at the reception. And so when you tap the glass, that means you're supposed to kiss. And Dr. G said, I'm gonna be the best husband that you ever had. And then Sweet Tea said, I'm gonna be the best wife that you ever had. And it was quite funny indeed. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Let me see something, Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something. But anyway, so yeah, Sweet Tea and Heavenly talked and was like, I'm upset with you. We'll talk about it. And Heavenly was trying to, say what she said, that I love you so much. And look at that. Look, it's the reception. Just let it go for now. But in the preview, it says here that, if it's not finished by next, what if, their son is not graduated by next May? And Cecil said, if he's not graduated by next May, he's not graduated by next May. What does that mean? Does that mean y'all not fitting the bill anymore or what? So then Dr. Jackie's talking to the brat, asking the brat to go work and come home. So what's she gonna do for 12 weeks? Now realize the brat has already had the baby. So like I said, reality TV's on a time capsule, right? So Phaedra does a funeral, what would you all say, if Quad wasn't here? And there's a person in a white outfit. So I think Quad is in the casket, I think, in the next episode. So then, Sweet Tea and Heavenly talk. And, Sweet Tea said that, you said my marriage wasn't going to work. As Dr. Heavenly said, I stand on that. And so then a dinner is had about relationships. And that is basically your preview. That was a quick review. Not really too much. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, y'all, with this review, I think the reason why it's so short is because of many things. Lord. And like I said, I don't think Dr. Heavenly said anything wrong. I think there's a lot of people that are like, is this going to work out? And honestly, that's an opinion. It's an opinion, but what makes it true or false is based on your actions. So y'all give me a moment. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. Just give me a moment. Hey y'all, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just checking on something, y'all. I just want to say this to everybody. Life is a very complex thing. When I think about both of these reality shows, I think about all of our lives and how sometimes not everything is going to be a perfect, square. You know what I mean? And I think when you are doing what you can, you got to work with people where they are. And yeah, had me a bit of a day today. And hey, everybody, welcome in. I reviewed um, Real Housewives of Potomac Get Married to Medicine. So if you saw the episode, you want to say anything on the episode, just let me know in the comments below. The live chat would love to hear from you. Um, like I was saying, I truly believe at this point in life that life is a masterpiece and it's a coloring book. It really is. Sometimes it will be days where you are painting your canvas and it turns out to be something amazing. Other times you're just coloring in the coloring book just to stay sane. And I feel like that's where we all are right now. I feel that, life is life. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be a travesty, it can be joyful, but it's up to us on what we make it. And like I said, today was a bit of a off day for me. Usually Mondays I'm kind of chilling, waiting for virtual tour live, with this review show. And got thrown off my rocker a little bit today. But um but yeah, just life is life. I try to put on a smile. I really do. I try to stay positive and move forward. But life can get to us sometimes. It really, really can. And it's amazing what we give ourselves energy to. Um, and trust me, having a positive mindset is never easy. It's not, but it's better than being negative. And trust me, this is coming from somebody who has been there many times with his own negativity and sometimes still goes there. I was watching Lightyear, the new movie. Well, it's not new now, but I was watching the movie Lightyear on my Disney Plus, and a lot of people were saying like, "Why do we need a Lightyear?" I think it's Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear, but it was Chris Evans and Kiki Palmer, and I was like, okay, let me watch this movie and see what everyone's talking about. And as I watched the movie, what I ended up discovering was there was a reason why we needed a backstory. When you hear not today's Zurg and for the whole reasoning of Zurg and how before, Buzz Lightyear became a toy, he was actually a whole human being and stuff. We gotta get to know people as people. We gotta get to know each other's backstory a little bit because a lot of times we might say something or do something that might not have anything to do with us, right? And we're just trying to be supportive, be encouraging, be elevating. And one thing that we can do is we can't change the past. We can't change what has happened, but we can change what is going to happen because that's up to us. So, just wanted to say that because today I was just a little off my rocker, and just kind of looking forward to seeing all of you today with this live. So, but yes, indeed. And y'all, I have been seeing all the news today about I've been seeing all the news about Maurice Scott. And honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, like Maurice, just get off the show, bro. Like if you and Kimmy don't want to be on the show, just get off the show. Like, it's no point in it. It's no point in trying to drag all the content creators. And if there is wrong information, you could have reached out to somebody, bro. You could have reached out to somebody and just said, hey, that this is wrong information, and it's not fair that you are posting that. So I just think that's a little much. And then, Ti King, oh my god, y'all, I saw the video. I was on Mim's panel, and thank you, Mims, for letting me up, brother. Love you very much, man. And I was just like, really, I could never be that disrespectful to my parents. Never. Because for one, I got the fear of them. You know what I mean? I love my parents, but I also fear my parents. But it's a good, healthy respect and fear for them. Like, saying I'm from the hood and this and that, and like, dude, stop. Stop. Like, and listen, I don't know what it is to be the kid of a celebrity. Um, nor do I want to be. Would it have helped? I don't know. I think we all say we like to be in positions until we recognize, like, oh, this position is a little bit weighty. So I can only imagine what it is to be, the son of the king of Atlanta and your mom's being part of one of the greatest, girl groups of female singing groups of all time. But that doesn't give you the right to act a fool on people and try and beat people up on the street and at Waffle Houses and this and that and everything else. But yeah, man, that's just a little bit crazy. Sorry, give me a moment. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry. But yeah, that doesn't give you the right to act a fool on your parents because honestly, any other kid would have got whooped. Any other kid would have got whooped. And yeah, 19 though, like Lord Jesus, like I know he's still a teenager. I know that he's still trying to figure out his way, but there's a way that you respect everybody. You know what I mean? And yeah, then Diddy, oh my God, like Diddy. Actually, let me go on. Let me go on to the Jasmine brand because I don't know if there's any updates or not. Hmm. Okay, my Instagram is not working. Y'all give me a moment. Let me go on my Instagram and see if there's any updates on Diddy. I'm just waiting. No, I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything. Um, I see T.I.'s physical dispute with Son King seemingly stemmed from 19-year-old getting mad over comments claiming he grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. Now, I don't know if that's from other people saying that or someone in his family said that. So I'm trying to look. Oh my God. Dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, bro. Lord, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We will talk about that tomorrow. So I definitely see some topics for sure. And yeah, just y'all, the year is not over yet. That's the crazy thing about all this stuff. The year is not over yet. Hmm, Lord. And Tiffany Haddish too. Just if it's not one thing, it's another with Tiffany. So I don't know. So you do not know. So hmm. About to do something on my community wall, y'all. Y'all give me a moment. Oh my Lord, these phone calls at 7:30 tonight, y'all. It is some new phone calls with phone calls from prison for Ernesto. Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ. My Lord. There we go. I'm gonna try it because I just want to see what you guys are gonna say. Because sometimes we need feedback. So I basically asked if there was anything that you guys could change about the channel, me, or how I do things. Like, what would y'all want to see different? Is there anything different at all? Um, because I really am proud of the channel. I'm proud that we cover different topics. I'm proud that we do things a little bit differently over here, but I just don't know what else I can do to the channel. So, but yep. So we shall see. But yep. Hmm. I love Viola Davis. I really do, y'all. Welcome in. Glad to have all y'all here. We're just chilling out at this point. I did the Married to Medicine and Potomac review already. If you watched the episode, feel free to drop down in the feel free to drop down the comments below in the live chat of what you would like to say. That's interesting. Let's see. Mm. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have y'all here. Um, okay. Oh, I'm definitely gonna share that. Amen to that. Lord. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just chilling out at this point. Sorry, y'all. It's been kind of a day today. Just emotionally for me. But everything will be okay, though. It will. It will. Today for Monday seemed really odd and out of place for me just because of what happened. But it's all good, one step at a time, and I believe everything will work out the way it needs to. I really, really do. And as I'm saying it to myself, I'm saying it to y'all too. So y'all need some motivation, some inspiration. By the way, did anybody watch the Soul Train Awards? By the way, apparently it was taped at some Beverly Hills complex. It was a really nice complex. Now they say it was filmed at Kiki's house. Now there ain't no way in hell you're gonna invite all the nominees to your house. Okay, you're going to hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Um, yeah, there's no way that you're gonna invite all the nominees for an award show to your house. Right? There just ain't no way. There's no way you're gonna be able to do that. I mean, listen, even when I make it, I ain't having no damn award show at my house. What we doing? No, we're not doing this. So I did the Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac review at the top of the show. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about of the episodes, I got my notes. I can pull them up. I've just been here, just kind of playing on my phone, looking at some stuff on Facebook, and just chilling. But I'm glad to have y'all here on a Monday night. I just posted something to my community wall. If there's anything that you guys would change, anything that you guys would improve on, if there's any suggestions at all, let me know, because I do want to improve this channel quite a great deal, and I definitely want to do more for you guys. Just trying to figure out like what content works for y'all, because like honestly, I know virtual tour live works just fine. I know it does. All the different topics that we do in one show works. And also too, I know going live Mondays and doing the recaps for Potomac and Housewives, that's getting some traction as well. But I'm just trying to figure out what else I can do for y'all. I've been thinking about memberships, but also too, I don't know if I got enough people who want to do a membership with me. And plus, know that I got to think of like different things, different perks and stuff. But anyway, I'm just a regular dude, man. Just trying to live life. That's all I'm trying to do. 5 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're live on tour. Been talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. With Married to Medicine, I just felt like Dr. G and Sweet Tea, I got a feel that they may not be together long. And that's not me hating on relationships, it's not, but just Sweet Tea can be very unsweet very quickly, and Dr. G, he seems to have a thing about control. And Dr. Heavily said that the marriage is not going to work out, and she was not on the list because she said that. But like, that's somebody's opinion. But like, if they still came to your here's the thing, right? Now, normally, if someone says that the marriage is not going to work out, then okay, you can throw them off the list, and I get that. But also, too, like, she was at the bachelorette party. You know what I mean? And just because somebody has an opinion doesn't mean it's going to come true. What will make it come true is based on your behavior and your actions, right? So, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know what? Here's the thing. I am trying to diversify my content for all of you, because here's the thing. The link. You want to come up? Okay, hang on. Let me drop the link here. Give me a moment. Like I said, I think, hey, Nikki News, welcome in. Good to see you. I think truly at the end of the day with these reality shows, the link is pinned if you guys want to come up. I think with these reality shows, it's all for entertainment purposes only. It really is. Like, I just reality is in the eye of the beholder. Some people are going to think it's true. Some people are going to think it's not true. Like, come to your own conclusions on everything, right? That's just how I feel. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, welcome in.
Hey, love, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had a bit of a Monday today. But I will be okay.
Yeah,
I will
I
be
think
okay.
everybody has, right? You sound a little
Yes.
congested.
I put some Vicks Vapo stick on me to get my
Mm-hmm.
nose passages up. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's allergies. So
Oh, okay. I get it. I think my niece is going through something too. She's like, I need some Benadryl. I'm like, all right,
let me tell you
girl.
something. Let me tell you something. Benadryl will knock you out. It will knock you out. Hey, Revelation 2023. Now listen.
Exactly.
Now Revelation
Hey, y'all
2023.
in the
You know what?
chat.
Hey, welcome in chat. Now you know I love you on Revelation 2023. And here's the thing, right? It's not to say that the marriage will not work out, right? I think based on what we've seen, there might be some elements where there might be some conflict. We saw Sweet Tea and the outburst that she
Uh,
had against her sister. And we also saw the dinner that they had that Heavenly and Sweet Tea had about how Sweet Tea said that, Qua may have been right about Dr. G and how controlling he was. So we're just looking at particular moments, but that doesn't mean
yeah.
that that's the way it's going to be. So I do hope that Dr. G finds the right one in her and Sweet Tea finds the right one in him. But that was just an opinion. That doesn't mean it's going to be true. Like I said, everything with reality TV, you have to take it with a grain of salt.
So, Braylon, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
I just, okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question, but I'm gonna also give you my opinion, right?
Okay.
So my opinion is that they're very mismatched. They're 20 something years, 23 years
23
difference,
years
age.
apart, yes.
Okay. And then he's 5 years older than her actual mother,
Yes.
and maybe a few years older than her father.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I mean, that's a whole different gap in a generational understanding
Yes,
of
it
each
is.
other. So I don't think this is gonna work.
You don't think it
Well,
will?
okay, I'll say it like this. No, I apologize. I don't think this is a good match simply because of such an age gap. There's so much that he has to stop doing to understand her, and there's
Sure.
so much that she has to level up amongst further years outside of what her actual age is to match his energy too, right? So I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I think this is kind of I don't think this okay. Ugh. I'm fumbling over my words. What I'm trying to say is I think that if they wanted to really do this union and it was a legit good thing that they felt with each other and it was a good union, they should have did that
Sure.
off camera. I don't think
Mm.
they should have brought Dr. G back at all, and I think they should get
Okay.
rid of Quad because she gives nothing to the show. And I'm pissed that they put
Okay.
Phaedro's stank face butt up there.
I don't know. I think Phaedra, in the words of Phaedra, let me see if I can recollect my memories right.
What is
I
it,
think
child?
I think
Tell
I,
it.
I think I think Phaedra is giving it a new spirit, to use her words.
I don't think so. I don't. See you playing in my face. See you playing. You
See,
know what, Braylon? I come up here for my relaxation, child. You coming up here playing
no, I'm not playing in your
in my
face, but
child.
she did say that.
You
But
playing in my
she did say
face.
that about. But she did say that about Quad. That Quad gave it a new spirit. I'm like, you know what? That should
You
be on
know
some
what?
t-shirts.
Well, if you make them, I'ma buy them. Yeah.
Well, listen,
If you
listen.
make
That
them,
that
I'ma
that.
buy them.
Well, listen. That is. I don't want to be sued by somebody that could. That's an attorney. I'm
I
trying to
mean, all
get
you
to
have
that
to do
level.
is you can say it smells like new spirit. You know what I'm saying? You put a little twist
To
on it.
a little play on words. Understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
Designs and
But
decor.
anyway,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead. This your show, honey. I'm just
No,
up
you're
here to
good.
commentary.
You are good. Designs and decor says I dated an old man 15 years between us. He acted controlling. So listen, I think everything is
Hmm.
in the eye of the beholder. And listen, there is a huge age gap there, but I think that is up to I think that's up to the individuals. Like, I mean, Lala Anthony had recently said there was
Hmm.
some 20-year-olds that were trying to get with her. And as I pull up Lala Anthony's age, she is
She is
41 years
40,
old.
right? 41.
So she was born
Yeah.
in 1982, so she was through the 90s. So,
Oh, she's a
there are people with
baby.
yeah, so there are 10-year age gaps. But I think it
I
is the
mean,
commonalities that you have.
there is, but you can have 10 years age gaps and their mindset is very much in tune.
True, that's very true.
But if you have 10-year age gap and he has the mind of that generation, which is my generation, and I'm
Hmm.
actually older than Dr. G, if I'm not mistaken. How old is Dr. G?
Let's see.
48?
G. Ooh, I think he's Dr.
He's
G
four, he's
Mary
48.
to medicine. Gregory is 56 years old.
Goddamn. Oh, oops, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was
That was such a real reaction too. Like, oh my god,
sorry.
damn.
My bad. I'm sorry.
That was your
Apologies.
no. That was your real reaction. Is
Oh,
oh
child. No, I ain't mean to say that on your show, child. Ooh, let me pour up a glass of wine, child.
Lord,
Yes,
Lord
baby.
Jesus, Lord
Well,
Jesus.
okay, so we finna get into it, honey. I just sit up there and pour my spirits, honey. I'm finna talk about these little wenches over here. All right,
Oh
so
Lord.
Dr. G is 56, you said?
Yeah, 56, 54 according to Designs and Decor, and she is 31 years old.
Child, okay, so he is 6 years older than me, or rather, all, almost 6 years. Whatever, it don't matter. I ain't telling you nothing. Anywho, like if Dr. G married a 50-year-old woman, it would make sense because they're kind of still in the same time. You know, he might have been born in the late 60s, early 70s. I was born in the early 70s. We understand, we go from boogie nights all the way to, fat boys and hip hop. And then we go into the 80s and 90s and all, you know what I'm saying? She missed a whole 20 years.
Hmm.
She was 20 something when she was born. That's weird, bro. Just saying. But go ahead, talk.
No, listen. Designs and Decor says I was 40 and he was 55. I bought a house where I lived with him. He didn't see me check out until I was out. Okay.
See, that's smart. You don't never tell them you finna check out. You just check the hell out and go on to mind your business. And they find out eventually. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
sir.
you're good. No, you're good.
Revelations 2023 is laughing. Girl,
Listen,
hush. Or
is
sir, I don't
laughing it up, and I'm on their Instagram now.
Uh-huh.
It looks like they're happy.
Can I tell you something weird?
Yeah, it's no judgment here. We are live, so just know we're live. But go ahead, it's no judgment.
Is certain facial expressions that she makes that heifer look just like Toya. Okay. I, I keep I keep the. I,
Oh my
I
lord.
get. I had to come over here and act a damn fool with you,
No,
child.
no,
You
it's
one of my
all
new
good.
favorite content creators, child.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. No, and here's
My
the
house
thing,
was.
right? Like it
Uh,
says here, my house was packed for 2.5 months waiting to close. He saw it coming. And listen, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, I think that is up to you and your partner, right? It's important to be able to
yeah.
talk about the things that are good and bad, right? And I think with Sweet Tea and Dr. Gregory, and I kind of hate this part of it because they don't get any downtime to be able to
Right.
breathe in their relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because it's for
Because it's
public
all on
consumption.
them.
Right, you know what I mean.
Right.
So if they divorce, everybody's talking about social media, and my thing is this: like, it's weird with me because even though I am in media, I do believe
Mm-hmm.
that some stuff should be private. I do.
I
Um,
agree.
and I say that for this reason. It's not because no one is proud to be in a relationship. It is the fact that everything else is shared already. So you deserve a
Right.
little privacy for you. And not to mention, the more privacy you have, the more opportunities you have to work things out.
So I want to ask you another question.
Sure.
I think you and I, the last time I was on your live, we had this
Yeah.
exact discussion.
Yes, we
Now,
did.
how do you feel about her moving into Quad's old house?
Mm.
Now
I
that they're married, how do you
Sure.
feel about that?
Now that they're married,
Hmm.
I think that it's probably time for them to get their own spot.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, and listen, I get it if you moved in rather to save up money. You know what I mean? Quad, not quad, child. Sorry. Um,
Freudian
see,
slip.
see what I mean?
Freudian
But
slip. Yup.
Freudian slip. But no, Sweet Tea says that she is a contractor for the government. And usually government money is good money, obviously, because it's from the government. They don't want to mess up their payroll for their employees
Depends.
because they make
Depends on the
more.
branch.
Right.
Depends on the
That's
branch
very true.
now.
Very true.
Okay.
But
Go
but
ahead.
but 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 I mean, compared to the retail worker making $15 an hour, you know what I mean?
You
They
know
they
what?
doing they
We
doing
not.
they doing decent. And then
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Gregory Luxford being a doctor, his check is good probably because he
Hmm.
has his own practice and stuff. So, between those two incomes and along with, public speaking engagements or what have you that you can diversify yourself, they should have enough money to get their own place. And if they, I know that Dr. G's been wanting a kid for a while now, but
Right.
I think just kind of breathe in the fact that you have a 31-year-old wife. You know what I mean? Um, and just have fun for a minute. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to make life happen right away. Revelation 2023 says
Yeah.
government benefits are good, pay sucks. Okay. All right. I'll take your
I
word for it
agree.
because I do not
I
have a
agree.
government job. So I take y'all word for it.
Listen, but okay. So on speaking on that, okay. So we have the wedding. Wait, where are we speaking about the? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump ship. Are we? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the actual episode, like uh, section by section? Or are we just talking about it in a whole,
Oh no!
as a
If you want
whole?
to, if you want to go by section, we absolutely can.
Let's go section by section because that's
Okay.
child. I
All
glanced
right.
through everything.
And by the way, do y'all like Potomac more? Or do y'all like Married to Medicine? Because I cover both shows just to get both shows out the way because I know that some people do like Potomac, but it seems to me that Married to
uh
Medicine has a little more juice than Potomac.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree because Potomac, even though I'm not liking where they're trying to go with this, for this season. I don't like button heads with two Nigerian beautiful women. I don't like that. However, they intellectually read until the end of the show.
No, I can receive that. I can receive
You
that.
know, but the Married to Medicine, they're really boring to me. And
Really?
yeah, I think Married to Medicine should have a complete shakeup. I think they need to get rid of Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, that damn Simone. I think they need to get rid of everybody. Now I love me some Toya because she get on my nerves, but I love me some Toya because Toya to keep it real.
Well, wait a minute. That would be basically the show at that point. I
Everybody,
mean,
right? They need all new people.
I
And if they get all new people that judge, because the thing is, originally when Married to Medicine started,
sure.
it really was about the medicine and the help that they showed that they did. Every time they had a group trip, they went and helped the family, the people in the places that they went on trips in, right?
Right.
The only person that actually had a lot of judge and built upon her platform was Dr. Jackie. I don't know anybody that ever went to Dr. Simone. I mean, hell, the brat had the baby on well through Dr. Jackie.
Yes.
And a lot of famous people had babies through Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie needs to just be Dr. Jackie. I mean, because her real life is terrible. Outside of that, like they might could save her for that, like for the educational purposes. But Dr. Heavenly is messy, boots, terrible.
I agree, but also too in this episode, when she got kicked out because she said the marriage wasn't going to work well. I mean,
Okay.
Phaedra said that she was butt challenged, and Phaedra didn't get kicked out the wedding, even though she
Now
told
that's
y'all the truth. Uh,
let's go back. Let rewind. Let's go section by section. Come on, baby. I'm
okay,
I'm finna I'm
so
finna
so
give
let
it to you.
so let's do it here. And I'm seeing Nikki News and Design Decor is saying Married to
I see
Medicine. So
y'all. I agree. Okay.
I'm taking notes. I am taking notes, and I receive what you're saying, right? But here's the thing: I
Yeah.
think the reason why Married to Medicine seems to have more juice to me is because maybe I am kind of understanding the serious nature of the show a little bit more than Potomac, because with
Oh
Potomac,
yeah.
you know, and I'm saying this with all due respect, I'm not really
Uh
seeing anyone in their day-to-day job. You know what I mean?
huh.
Unlike Married to Medicine, where you do get more context. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I say that. But I receive your point though. I do. So
No,
throughout
but
the
I
top of the
really love your perspective because that actually makes me change my mind because it actually had a well for me with Married to Medicine. The only reason why it pulled me in was because it was black professional doctors,
right,
right? That had a purpose, and it's not a lot of I look at it like this. I'm a black woman, right? And you're a
right,
black man. And a lot of
yes,
times, as a black woman, I go to the hospital. I say, "Oh, my chest is hurting." Oh, that means you have indigestion. And the next thing I know, I die of a heart attack. It's happened to plenty of family members of mine. They don't
yes.
take us seriously. So it's so important to me. I don't, I guess what I'm saying is I don't want the mess. I
Hmm.
really love to hone in to that professionalism of the doctors. But neither here nor there. Go ahead, baby.
No, I
Start your
receive it.
stuff.
I receive it. So let's
Uh-huh.
get to it. So we start with Phaedra and her lovely house. It's a very nice house. I'm not gonna sit
I
here and
mean,
front.
it's eclectic.
Um,
It's eclectic.
it's eclectic, but she has a butler though. You know what I mean? Now, listen, I
I
can be
mean, for
Phaedra's.
that day.
I I I mean, she moves in a
I'm
BBW
sorry.
maid. might move in. You understand?
You
Phaedra said,
know, wait a minute. What?
I'm just. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have my own room now in my own.
I'm
You know,
judging. I'm
space.
judging you. I'm judging. I'm judging you.
Anyway,
Oh.
if anything happens, Phaedra's
Mhm.
attorney can defend me in court. For anything that
And
may be
she's an
broken or
undertaker too,
maybe we
ain't
put
she?
that together. Yes. So we at Phaedra's house. So Dr. Jackie and
Ah,
Heavily come over to talk about the bachelorette party. And Quad
yeah.
is talked about. And Dr. Jackie and Heavily are like, now why did you do that? And Phaedra said, well, I felt like everybody wanted to know where Quad was. And I felt like that was a time for y'all to iron things out. And,
Mm.
I thought, Quad brought on a whole new spirit because y'all are Quad's friends more than she's friends with me. And I was like, okay, now that's a good defense if we're just doing,
No,
pop
it's
culture
not,
attorney at
Braylon.
law. Well, here's the thing, right? Now, here's the thing. Here's where the pop in the balloon is happening. Okay, she said that
Let's go.
Phaedra said that she has known Dr. Gregory Lunsford for more than 25 years, and that her and Quad are good friends. So when she said that, I was like, how can you say that they're more friends with Quad than you are, but you've known Quad through Dr. Gregory for a long time? Like Quad was
You
at your
know.
house.
You
So
know
how's she
why?
my friend? Why?
You know why?
Why?
How do you not know why?
This is
Child.
my first time watching the show. Y'all
All right.
watched it
Let's
for 10
let's
seasons. This is my first
let's
season
get into
coming
the
in.
tea. Let's
Okay.
get into the tea. Phaedra dated Dr. G before the other chick. What's her name?
Quad.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. I thought that was just a rumor because I remember the first
It's not a
episode
rumor.
where.
She actually admitted it. She dated Dr. G before Quad.
Oh, okay. Because
Dr.
I thought
G
she's.
left Phaedra alone because of Quad. And they ended
Right.
up just, being cool.
That's why I thought that it was
Hmm.
it was a it, now this is my recollection. I could be completely wrong
Go
here,
ahead. You
but
could, yeah, okay.
I thought that Phaedra was like, yes, that was a rumor, but I've just known him for a long time. And I'm saying this from the very first episode because that was asked the very first episode of this season.
Right. And she lied because she actually went on her Instagram because, baby, I be in the bushes.
Okay,
And she said, yeah, I dated him, but it wasn't like my first love kind of situation.
gotcha.
I
Okay,
dated him, we had fun, and then he met Quad and he liked her more. So there's that. And they got married. But I'm not gonna not be his friend. And I
right,
understood that because I'm friends with married men that I have dated, but
right.
we are friends. Like, no, right? And I'm on anytime he act up, the wife call me and be like, E, what should I do? I'm like, girl, let me tell you about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type
Right.
of friend. I'm never gonna be
Understood.
on his side. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
But I think Phaedra is a sneaky goddamn snake. Excuse my French. She's a sneaky
Okay.
snake. She's okay. Let's go. Let's go somewhere else. Where we going next?
Okay. All right. So I'm going to reflect the chat real quick here, just a couple of chats. Revelation 2023 says, I felt bad for Dr. G when his marriage with Quad fell apart. I thought Quad married him from a come up. I didn't think she loved him, in my opinion. I don't watch Bravo that
I
much,
agree.
but I support and enjoy your review. Much love to you, Revelation 2023 for sure. Nikki News says,
Love
in
you.
absolutely love you right back. Nikki News in relation to Revelation 2023's chat. I felt Quad married Dr. G for clout, in my opinion. Designs of Decor says we had seen a nice house on Love and Marriage Huntsville since the first season, and now Ratchet is what they think we want. I will definitely agree with that. And then Designs and
I
Decor
agree.
says Heavenly told Andy she will be with CK on Monday. How she still has a job? Well, I mean, let me ask this, Designs and Decor. When no, because I'm very curious because Carlos King has never been mentioned on Watch What Happens Live. So what was the reaction? What was the react? And I was going to say Andy or something, but anyway, what was the reaction of Andy Cohen when Dr. Heavenly said Carlos King? That's what I would like to know. But
I would like to know as well. I do not watch What Happens Live because Andy is an a-hole. So watch. I don't watch. So I would never be able to tell you. Who
Okay.
knows? Anyway, continue on.
Go look at Andy's face. Wait. Go look at Andy's face. Wait, is the clip on YouTube? Because I don't have
Is it on YouTube, child? Hey, Phyllis.
Hey, Phyllis, welcome in. I have basic cable, y'all. So
Now, child, you can look on YouTube now because Watch What Happens Live come on YouTube.
Yes, it does. Well, at least the clips come up.
Somebody said yes.
So it is on. Okay, I will go look at that now. I'm not going to play it here because, NBC, Universal Bravo will copy strike. And I'm trying to get...
we'll get in trouble. We're trying to get to the T.
Absolutely. Okay. So then we got Sweet T's wedding in 24 hours. That conversation is talked about with Quad and Phaedra, Dr. Heavenly. Not really too much there. Then we get to Dr. Simone and Cecil, who's a real estate agent. Cecil is speaking to his son Marcus, who I think is 24 years old, and he is a film television major.
What happened?
Yes, go ahead. I'm here.
No, you just stopped. You stopped talking. Like, what happened?
Oh no, I'm right here. I'm at Dr. Simone now. So Cecil is speaking with the son Marcus, who is I think 24 years old, and he's a film television major. Yeah. So I give him a lot of credit because to get into this industry is not easy by no means. Even if you do have connections, you still gotta work. So they talk about Finn. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry, Braylon. I have an opinion.
Go right
ahead. I'm pissed.
Okay, because of?
At this kid. Because number one, who of us have been able to have a free ride to a 4-year college, university at that, with whatever major you want to go into, and you're now in your 5th year. And you're tricking off your mama and daddy money. Because, maybe you want to go to class, maybe you don't. And you live in Atlanta, freaking Georgia, the mecca of Tyler Perry Studios. You can have your ass an internship while you're going to school if you're serious about, production and design.
Okay, let me.
I have a problem with it.
Okay, I will give you that. Let me come back. Let me come back there just a little bit. I think although you are correct in that, they still want to know that you have the skill set. And so, I always say education is something that you have to pay for. Your gift was already paid for. But if he goes to the right school, he can go to film festivals. He can go to film conferences and use his alma mater's name to people at those different events. Because guess what? Some people in the film industry went to film school.
Braylon, are we not saying the same thing?
Well, I thought you said, why is he going to school when he could just get experience?
No.
I'm saying...
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Bad. No. I'm saying he's tricking off his family's money. He's going into his 5th year at this university in Atlanta, right? And in that time, if that is the direction he want to go into is film and direction or whatever, he had plenty of opportunities within those 5 years and not skip school because they brought that up on camera that he's been skipping classes,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And he could have went to over there the Tyler Perry Studios and got internship that would add to the credit of his school year. That is actually would have shortened it down for him. And
No, I
he could
think
have
that's a very
graduated with a master's last year.
right. No, I think that's a very fair point. I think that's a very fair point. I was just trying to give it a little context
Yeah.
sometimes because sometimes when you are doing a practicum or internship, that can sometimes be a whole year, or maybe there's extra
Hmm.
classes that you have to get, so we don't know the circumstances of that. But I do agree though, to have a full ride
Hmm.
scholarship and you should be at least a little bit better off than you are.
Yeah.
I will agree with
Yeah.
that. I will agree with that. So they
So
talk about
I
fitting the
that
no, go ahead.
yeah. No, I'm so sorry, baby. That's the only thing that really triggered me because, like, when I was
Sure.
going to college, I ain't gonna say the year. Mind your business, Braylon.
I have
But
not said
when
a
I was going
word.
to college, my parents could not afford that because they were taking care of my nieces and nephews, right?
Sure.
Due to unfortunate events, and I was going to school for neurosurgery, microbiology.
Okay.
So I had a major of neurosurgery, a neurosurgery, right, or
Yeah.
neurology, and my minor was microbiology, and I was paying for that by myself. If I had parents that were able to pay a full fucking, excuse me, full 4 years going to school, and I could have been had my master's degree because I have Loyola University right here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He
I
has
do.
opportunity, and he is being a spoiled brat. So that's just my opinion. But go ahead,
Okay.
nevertheless.
No, I received that. I received that. Let's see here.
Hmm.
Johnny's suit was tight. I
Johnny's,
think you might mean,
who is
wait,
Johnny?
are you talking about somebody on Married to Medicine Designs and Decor? And then the Scott and I think she may mean somebody from Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you can't give a little more context to
Cause
Designs and
child,
Decor, would love to hear from you.
we're
No,
gonna talk
it's
about the Love of Huntsville, child. Cause
yes.
I got some tea. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
so
Turn up.
so so then so then Dr. Simone wants more freedom with Cecil. Dr. Simone says that she wants the attention of one man, not two. So for those of you who don't know, they're oh, Johnny, the suit. Okay, the wedding planner suit was tight. No, it was a nice suit.
Oh,
I'll say that. I will definitely say that for
yes,
sure.
that was a
Um,
really nice suit. I ain't gonna lie.
no, it was.
That
It
was
definitely was.
cut to his body, honey.
No,
Whew.
absolutely, absolutely. So
I
Dr.
can't be looking at
Simone,
that man like that.
so Dr. Simone wants Marcus
Uh,
out because Dr. Simone wants more freedom to do what she wants to do. And I get that. As parents, you've done your job and you want to have your freedom. And so,
right.
some Dr. Simone and Cecil are not on the same page when it comes to what they want to do with the kids. And Dr. Simone says, "Not my son getting seized." Now, I will say this, okay,
Hmm.
to defend black son for a minute. Your son is above ground. He's alive and
Yeah.
well, and he's not bringing
Hmm.
anything home that could be worse than a C. Because there's other things
I
that he could be
agree.
bringing home that's worse than a C. And the first time I got a C, I called my parents because I was A and B all the time. And my
Same.
parents, they were saying like, "Braylon, that's okay." I'm like, "Wait, you serious? Bray, we don't want you to just lollygag through school. But if there's a hard
Yeah.
class that you are really giving your all and you get a C, as long as you've done the work that you can do, we want you to graduate." So listen,
You passed.
C's get given
Right.
C, then
Wait,
says, "Well, mom,
hold on. 10 years? I thought she said
well,
a few years.
I think my bad. I think she said a few years, but they haven't been on the same page in 10 years in terms of them being a couple and stuff like that. I
Right.
think I
Okay.
thought
Okay.
I I thought the number 10 was said. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
Which, I
but
could
the
never.
son but this is what the son said though. The son said, "Mom, all you do is when you come home, you come home and go to sleep. Now listen, your mama has actually worked a full day. She's got every right to get some sleep." So I was like a little okay. You on thin ice, but then he said, "Well, mom, how is any sex happening? The warranty is expired." And
Oh my God.
when he said that, and the mom's face opened. Now I do not know. I do not know if this camera crew is white or black that was at the house. If it was white people, oh my Jesus. But if it was black people, soon as that was done, they put all the cameras down. The camera crew is on their side of the house. Be like, can you believe this ish? Can you believe this ish? Their black son said that his mama's warranty is expired for sex on national television. Can
I
you
tell
believe
you
this
what,
shit?
that
I was
shit would
like,
never fly,
no, what are
baby.
you doing?
Braylon, that shit would never fly at my house. You hear me?
I'm like, oh my lord. Okay.
Never. Like, oh, I mean, I felt it was very cringy because, like, okay, I know I'm a '70s baby, right? I heard and heard everything at that time. And the last thing we're like my mom and daddy would flirt with each other and pinch each other's butts. And we'd be like, ew, gross. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I cannot imagine myself having a sexual conversation with my mother and father in the
Right.
same room. Gross. These new kids are different, child. I'm so glad I
No,
don't
they
have none of
are.
those.
They are because
Ugh,
I mean, like, now here's
disgusting.
the thing. For Dr.
Hmm.
Simone, I know that that is the face she made because she's been in this reality TV game for a long time. So that was the, oh, you actually did that to me. That was her face for the camera.
But
I bet you there was a
but
real,
how would you
who the hell do
feel?
you
How
think
would
you
you
are?
feel exactly? How would you feel, Braylon, if you're the dad and your son said that on camera in front of you and your wife and his mother? How would
Hang
you
on,
like? How would you react?
let's recreate that. Hey son, so you said my wife's warranty is expired. Well, how about we
Yeah.
just let the bill lapse for college next year?
I was
How about we
shit.
just let
You
that
know,
bill?
and
How about we
speak
just let
on
that
it.
bill lapse? Since the
You better
warranty is
say
expired
it.
for your mama, how about we just expire the bill that we don't ever have to pay for?
For your ass.
Now, babe, that's our son. Oh, well, he just said your warranty was expired on national TV. Now, listen, this is better
Okay.
than a whooping. Because if we had to
Yeah.
vacuum him, he might not be able to go back to school. So it's one of
Now,
two things: either we whoop him, or we just let
uh,
the bill expire. One of the two.
well, Braylon, how about we flip that? I'll be Dr. Simone.
Okay.
Now say
Wait, am I the
it.
wait? Am I
Yeah,
the son or the
yeah. I'm the son.
Okay,
You the son. Uh huh.
okay. Well, Mama. To be honest with you, I mean, do you get your car checked
Mm.
all the time or no?
Yeah, I get my car checked all the time.
Okay. Did you ask about the warranty of your car and how long it is?
No.
Well, you should, because if the warranty's expired on the car, that means they don't have to care about it. So if dad is not being cared for, then maybe the warranty is expired on you. Hey, now it's just a
Now,
thought, okay? It's just a
hold
thought.
on.
I could be wrong.
Who the hell? Hold on. Who the hell are you talking to, son?
I just
How
asked a
about
question.
this? Your damn warranty has been expired from my house for 4 years. You get the hell out, find your own apartment to pay for it, and get your ass a job. How about that? Since my
See
damn
that?
warranty is expired.
See
Your
now that's the
warranty,
conversation.
hey, I gave birth to you. That's all I can do.
See that's the conversation that should have been had.
Exactly. Thank you. Listen, thank you for the Negro classics. I bow my
Listen,
head. Let's
listen.
continue.
Cause yeah, that
Uh-huh.
was just like I'm just like, dude, I
He is a lucky little black boy. I tell you
after
what.
after that, I wouldn't talk to my mom and dad for a few weeks. Let this die out. Let Dr. Heavily get herself in some ish, and let social media talk about that. Cause right, this is not a good time to talk to your mom and dad. Just no. I was
Listen, they
just
would have
like, oh
got
wow, that was
smooth
sad.
cussed. They would have got cussed the hell out. Okay?
No,
But let's
understood.
continue.
No, for sure. And Designs of Decor, thank you so much. Listen, I usually don't follow Carlos King and them because I
Look
try
at
to no,
Revelation
no,
and see.
insane, Lord Jesus. But no, I don't. But no, I don't follow Carlos King at all because I try to stick to the 6 o'clock time
Me
because it
neither.
seems like because it seems like that's the time that works. But also too, I know you're looking out for me because when it comes to being live, you don't want to go up against a bigger audience as well. But I appreciate it for sure. I'll definitely try to use that as a guide for sure. So now we're at
Oh, did
24
I say
hours.
something wrong? Did I say something wrong?
No, you're good. You're good. We're about to get to the wedding now.
Oh hell, let's turn
We're
up,
about to get
child.
to the wedding. So
Yeah.
it's 24 hours before the wedding. So Dr. G and Sweet Tea are talking right now.
I'm
And
sick of that damn
so
sweet tea.
listen. So they talk about the bachelor, they talk about the bachelorette party, and Sweet Tea asks,
Hmm.
so what happened at the bachelorette party? I'm like, so Dr. G, you don't remember the woman pulling out her whole breast in
He
front of you?
lied,
You
and
don't remember
he didn't
you don't
tell her he invited a stripper to
that
his
part. And
wedding.
and do you also not remember that if your pants come down, they aren't coming back up? So you don't
And
remember
they
none of
coming back
that.
up.
You don't
You
remember none of that. I'm like,
know,
okay, all right, just now listen,
nasty.
now listen.
Uh,
When
uh,
now I'm not gonna lie, the stripper was a beautiful woman. I'm not gonna sit here and front.
yeah.
But what should have happened was, see, Dr. G could have called Braylon Lee. I could have been the fake nephew. Now I could invite her to the wedding because at least
Now
she could have
your
got the
ass,
wedding. She could
and
have been
you
at the
know
wedding,
beautiful
and
women.
and listen, I could have played
Yeah.
Operation with her at the wedding, so
Listen.
it would have been game night and a wedding night in one night. You understand? So I could have helped out Dr. G. He just needed to call. But you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna
Braylon,
stop because
Braylon,
this is not about me. This is not about me.
listen,
This is
Braylon,
not about
Braylon,
me.
contain yourself, sir. And she was pretty as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was a lesbian because I sure would have got her number. Okay,
Listen, she
go
was
ahead, go
quite
ahead.
beautiful. So
She was
so so
pretty.
so it no, she wasn't. So it was funny to me that that's what
Mm,
happened. So
yeah.
then Sweet Pea is talking about her bachelorette party and how Quad came to the party and Dr. G was like, why in the world did she come to your party? So
Wait. Do the reenactment. Do the reenactment.
okay.
Dr. G, Quad came to my bachelorette party.
What? Why? That's all he had to say is what and
What?
why.
Why?
I'm just like, you know what? I cannot do this. And
it was
honestly,
it was funny.
and honestly, at the end of the day, I truly feel right now that at the beginning, middle, and end of the day,
Yeah,
that was uncalled for. I will say that because
I
this is a
agree.
new chapter. And
Yeah.
Quad probably did not want to go at all.
Yeah, but that damn Phaedra.
But you know what? It was what it was. It was a good scene, and people tuned in. So the job was done. But I did feel that was just a little out the way. So they talk about
I
the
agree.
23-year age difference.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And listen, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At this point, if you find a heating blanket that loves you, good for you. You know what I
Why?
mean?
You got
Just
why? Why
well,
you
oh
gotta
no. Well, I'm
you
not
are
saying
so petty,
I'm
Braylon.
not. Now listen. What I mean by that
good,
is, at
good
this
evening.
point, if you find anybody to love you for who you are, then good on you.
Yes.
Because right now, with the
Yeah.
world the way it is, sometimes it's better to be by yourself than with somebody. So if you
I
find somebody that
agree.
loves you for you, good for you. Now, I'm not saying Dr. G is a heathen blanket. He is a whole human being. Okay, that was just the thing I used
I
to
mean,
be
he
able to
does look
say,
like a heathen blanket, though.
you know what? I'm
My,
not doing this
I'm
with you.
sorry.
I'm not doing
Well,
this
I
with you.
thought. Hey, wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to be a petty co-host.
No, no,
I'm
you're
sorry.
doing your job very well. No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
So no problem. So then the couples are arriving, right? The couples are arriving. Well,
Oh, we get
actually,
to
I'm
this
sorry.
part.
Actually, hang on. Before that, so they have the wedding rehearsal, right? And Dr. G calls Phaedra, and
Right.
Phaedra's like, "Well, you know what? I love sweet tea, and I don't think there should be any animosity between them." Now, listen, I will give Phaedra this: some conversations do need to be had, because if you don't have the conversation, what you don't confront, you will allow. So I agree with that. But
I
it's
agree
also
with
a
that
time,
as well.
but it's also a time and place for everything. Okay.
I agree with
Uh,
that.
so but
You know,
Revelation
come on now.
2023. I didn't mean it with no harm. Revelation 2023. I did
Revelation,
not
you
mean that
understand
with
why I'm
no
coming
harm.
from, girl? You understand? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead with your
I did
petty
not.
ass.
I
You
did not
petty
mean
as
that.
hell.
No. I am loving, kind, and gracious, who always minds his own business. Okay. I
you
just use
you are.
I I
You
use
are, but
heating
that was
blanket.
petty as hell.
I use heating blanket as something enjoyable. You know, I mean, heating blankets are enjoyable. You know what I mean?
I'm
So
sorry. If
I
you
didn't mean no harm.
all right, Braylon, let's talk real
I'm
talk
not doing.
now. Let's
I'm not. I'm not doing this
no,
with y'all
you're
today.
not gonna
I'm
talk
not
real
doing this
talk.
with y'all.
Braylon.
Oh Lord, I'm not doing this with y'all.
Braylon.
It was a
You
heated
not you
blanket
really
moment.
not. You're not gonna do you're not gonna talk
Lord. So,
Braylon.
but yes.
Man, you gonna overlook what I'm saying. Braylon.
What's going on?
First of all, that
Mhm.
motherfucker. Excuse me. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm drinking some wine, so I'm gonna curse a little bit. And
I can
I
hear
don't
it.
want you to be demonetized. I apologize. But real talk, he looked like a heathen blanket. You know those remember those old school bear throws that had the
Yes.
bear head?
Yes. Lord help, not those.
Okay.
Lord help.
Okay,
So,
go ahead. Go ahead.
but I will say this though. I will say this. I am glad that
Hey,
Dr. G did. I will say I am glad that Dr. G did call Phaedra, because I would have done the same thing. You're not going to
and
bring my
shut up.
ex-wife,
He did the
to
right
my
thing.
new wife thing. So I will give him credit for that. So then we get
Yeah.
to the wedding, and the couples are arriving. Heavenly is not on the list because Jasmine said something about Dr. Heavenly giving her opinion. Now listen, it was a
Because
doggone.
Heavenly said something.
Yeah, she
Let's
did,
not
but
skip that.
she said that, but also too they were talking about the wedding. You know what I mean? So like
Bro,
like like that was her opinion. Like they were all talking about it. Like it's
bro,
not.
verbatim. Say you and I are getting married, Raylan.
Mhm.
Okay? And I snapped the hell out on my twin sister. And then I
That
run
was
out to the
right.
back room, right?
Hmm.
And
Right.
then Heavenly is in the room of bridesmaids and friends, and she's like, "Oh, so if Ela act like that, do you
Right.
really think she's mentally stable to be married to Dr. G? Is this a good thing? Like, why would I invite that type of person with that negative energy to my wedding? on now.
No, you're right.
I
I will.
wouldn't. Would
I.
you?
I. No, I would not, and I receive what you're saying.
Hmm.
And I really do. The only reason why I'm not really upset with Dr. Heavenly was because it was being talked about. So it
I
was a
think.
conversation, and not to mention too, because it was a bachelorette party.
Mhm.
Women talk about many things, right, at these bachelorette
We
parties.
talk about
So
all kinds of stuff. Trust me, I've always been in one. But I tell you
right.
what, here's the thing. Heavenly was not wrong in what she said. I think Heavenly was wrong in saying it in that space. She is not,
Okay.
Heavenly is not mentally and verbally aware of what she is saying and whose company she's around. Because it wasn't just the cast, quote unquote, of Married to Medicine. That girl had her family there and her
True.
closest friends there. So they had every kind of right to say, I don't like this heifer. Bye.
Right.
And Heavenly was wrong to say it out loud in a space that she is not aware of. I didn't say
True.
Heavenly was wrong with what she said, but she was wrong to say it in that space. So her ass should not be at that wedding. But go ahead, turn up.
No, I receive what you're saying. I
Thank you,
absolutely do.
Nikki News. Thank you, Nikki
Yeah.
News. Nikki News agree
Yeah.
with me. Highlight
Yeah.
her. Highlight her.
Yeah. No,
Thank
I
you.
agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. I really do. I
Okay.
do think that was a little. I
I
think that was
promise
a
you,
little
I
out
want
the
to
whack.
punch heavily in her damn face. But go
Well,
ahead. I could
well, Karen.
never be on I could never be on Married to Medicine because I'll be
See, I
fighting
see,
my ass.
see, I see. I think every reality show needs like that play cousin that can be the
They
scapegoat
need
to things.
me. Can you
Well,
put a good word in that I
oh,
be
I don't have.
Toya's play
Oh, I don't.
cousin?
Oh well, listen. I don't have that much power because I wanted to get with the
Oh
stripper
well,
and bring her
shit.
to the
Because I
wedding.
need.
So.
You know what? You goddamn spectful. But I need to be Toya. I need to be Toya's play cousin because I'm a Wang Bang on Heavenly. Real talk. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Understood. So Heavenly and Doctor Damon are not on the list because of what was said.
I
And
feel
they were talking
bad for
about is
him.
the no for sure because he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he
Is the
never
wed
does.
yeah, is the wedding happening or not? So then Heavenly got in, and Jasmine is not happy, and Sweet Tea is not happy because she sees Heavenly and Dr. Damien. And the way they came in so just it wasn't no, get to the seat
Just
quiet.
disrespect. How
It
she
was
come in?
she was what she was walking, my lord.
And then
But you know what?
Braylon, did you not
Yeah,
hear her laughing when she
no,
walked
for
in?
sure. Absolutely. But you know what?
I beat her ass.
Heavily said that production allowed her in the room because it's a kind of a cast event. And here's the thing, right? I get that y'all have to have a show, but also too,
Hmm.
it's their day. So
Exactly.
if they did not want Heavenly there, then it's their day.
She should not
And
be
that
allowed in.
right, and just because she got and this is why I would have done as production. I would have gave Sweet Tea and Dr. G a $10,000 bonus each. That's $20,000. Not saying money cures everything, but doggone it. Listen, now if y'all allow her into the wedding, we will make sure she's not at the reception.
Right.
If we're gonna do one
I,
or the other,
I will be okay with that. I'll be okay with that.
you know what I mean.
But
So,
I
so
mean,
we
like that Heavenly, she came in there. But the problem that I had, let's go back to that, because the problem I had with Heavenly, even if she came in, she could have came in very quiet, but she came in with bravado, and her giggling pissed me off
hmm
because she was like, ha ha ha. I got in anyway. Like that was her kind of persona,
Right.
and that's weird to me. Like if I'm having a wedding and it's a closed area, that's a special day for somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not
No, I do.
something that's a joke. And you come in here and you're like hee 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 ha ha ha, like in your face kind of thing. That's weird to me.
Right. No,
I
I
don't
agree.
like it, bro.
No, I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree. So then we get to the reception, the 360 booth. Apparently, the ladies of Married to Medicine got a lot of curves on them. Because the 360 booth could get all of them. I'm like, I ain't mad at y'all. Y'all broke the booth. I ain't mad at y'all. Listen, y'all blessed and
You
highly
you
favored. Praise
do you
God.
do realize there's a lot of BBLs going on, but turn.
Wait, say that again.
I said you do realize that's a lot of BBL going on, but turn up.
Listen, I'm just messing around with y'all, okay? Listen, I like what I like when it's natural, okay? But that's what they said on camera, that apparently the 360 booth could get all of them. So then they talk about Phaedra, Brock, Quad, and everything else. And speaking of Quad, Quad is chilling in a bath. And so at the reception they're tapping glass, and tapping glass means that you have to kiss. And then Sweet Tea and Heavily talked on the dance floor that I'm really upset with you and we'll talk about it, things like that. So then we get to the preview of Dr. Simone asking if you know if he's not finished by May. I think that is Marcus, I think. And Marcus is not finished by next May. What's going to happen? Well, he's not finished by next May. He's not finished by next May. Then we see the brat with Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Jackie's telling her
Yep.
go to work and come home. You know what I mean? And then Phaedra does a funeral. It looks like a funeral where it's like, if the person wasn't here, what would you say about them? And those are very powerful
Phaedra,
examples. I remember they did that on the Maury
okay.
show of like what would happen if
Phaedra
your
did a
mom or your
fake
dad wasn't here.
funeral.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what she
Yeah.
did. She did a fake funeral.
Yeah, that and
Terrible.
I think Qua was in the casket because she was dressed in all white. Now I could be wrong, but I think that's what is going to happen, and then there is a dinner that is had. So there it is. This episode had some steam to it. And listen, I do hope that the marriage rather works out for Dr. G
Yeah.
and Sweet Tea. I really do. Because it's hard to find
I
because it is hard to find somebody. But I wish them well.
yeah, I agree. I hope the best for them. But I mean we have to be realistic here. There's a lot of things that is not quite right. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, in the words of Phaedra, she is butt challenged. That's what Phaedra said. So
You know what? That was disrespectful. I was really upset at that. My thing is,
not just a damn respectful. I can't.
it's disrespectful. I think is not everybody is born. Why are we making fun of somebody that don't have a BBL?
No, you know what?
Because
You're right.
Phaedra
I do.
clearly had a BBL. I'm just saying.
No comment. But
My
I, but but
bad.
I, but I, but I do agree with you though. We do have to be better than making fun of people for sure. Because at the
Yeah,
end of the
I don't have a big gigantic butt, but I'm naturally blessed with what I have.
right,
And if I don't work out and I don't do the butt lifts, guess what? My butt gonna be flat too. With all the
right,
ass I'm dragging. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, nobody is perfect,
Right.
but you are very much so perfect exactly how you are. Whether it's in the best of your life or the worst of your life, you're still perfect because that's how
Right.
God made you.
That's
And
facts.
Phaedra did not have the right to shame that woman to make her feel anything less than beautiful, especially leading up to the day that she's marrying a man that she claims she loves.
No, I think that's a very true statement. And listen, at the end of the day, um, you know, we have to recognize that not everybody comes from the same cloth, and that's okay. And I think that's why some friendships work out better than you expect. Because guess what? The reason why some people are friends is not because they are the same, but it's because they're different. You know what I mean? So we just have to love people for who they are, where they are, and how they are. But yeah, so but I do wish the
I
best for
agree.
her,
And then
and that's the thing too. We gotta
I do
recognize that
too.
this is a moment in time. This is probably not who they are. It's a job, you guys.
Right.
So
And then also, remember when we first met Phaedra, that smush mouth, smush face heifer
Lord
don't
help.
look anything near than what she look like now. She done had
Mm,
plastic surgery on her face. So how dare she talk about somebody's derriere and your face the whole dang on Chinese woman. Let me go on
Lord
mute.
Jesus. Lord help. Lord help. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Ah, Lord. So that is the Married to Medicine review. Potomac, it was Potomac. Oh Lord, just it was
Why you asking? Why you asking the Lord? Leave the
it
Lord
was
out of this.
it was Potomac. It was Potomac.
Mm.
Tiny heinies matter too. I cannot.
Yeah, tiny.
Listen.
I mean, I ain't tiny honey, but they matter too. Okay. I think the bigger the butt,
Listen.
the more it stink. That's all I'm saying. The bigger the butt, the more it stink. Leave it where it's at. Like, hey, you good. Whatever the way God made you, be happy in it. Period.
Amen. Amen. I'm just going to
But go
the
ahead. Are we
bookmark.
doing a double feature?
No, I'm do y'all want to talk about Potomac since we're here? I mean, I got my
I
notes.
mean, we can.
Okay.
I have a
I got
problem
them.
with that. What's her name?
Oh,
Neka?
oh, NECA, yeah. Yes. Ah,
Neka? How many
yes.
ends that we need for Neka? Come on,
It,
girl.
it's just
And
two
by the
ends.
way,
Two ends.
the
Yes.
makeup on your face is not the same as your body. I'm just letting you know, ma'am. We don't do that shit over here in America.
Oh
That looks
Lord.
weird.
Oh hell. Just okay.
All right, I'll go on
Well,
mute.
okay. So we're gonna go from the top, y'all, and we're just gonna work our way down. So NECA is picking up her husband from the airport, Ike. He does travel medicine, so he, flies off one week, is back the next. Karen invites NECA to pickleball. Leb, who is the sister-in-law for NECA, calls Ivy, who is Wendy's sister, because Wendy was upset about NECA using Wendy's name. Eddie and NECA's husband Ike went to school together. Here's the thing with that. If I see we have mutual friends, will I follow? Sure. But does that mean I know you? Not necessarily. Okay. So that was just no. No, because NECA said that those two went to school together. They were in the student union together. Okay, there's plenty of people that were on committees and stuff. That don't mean that they hanged out. So like
You
that's
know
not
what? I'm sorry.
what.
Go ahead. Nope.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just no, I'm just saying. Like I thought that that was a wasted point in the conversation. Like there's plenty of people that you go to school with, but that doesn't mean you hanged out with them. You know them from that experience, but nothing more, nothing less. Um. So then we
I
get to
think that's
Robin.
weird.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that's weird. I went to high school and college with people, and if somebody comes up on my Facebook, I don't know you because we have not actually interacted. I know we went to the same school, but that does not mean that you and I were ever actual friends.
Correct.
So NECA is reaching to any kind of way to
Exactly.
connect herself with what's her face, Wendy.
Hmm.
And I feel it's very sad. I don't like this season. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, and I totally agree. I felt that that was such a reach because that is their connection, not yours. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. So then we get to Robin. Giselle comes to meet Robin at this restaurant, and basically they have this thing called Reasonably Shady, and so they do these live shows. So Juan was with Robin in Atlanta, and so Robin and not Robin, but Giselle and Juan were talking about the whole situation, and Giselle feels that Juan was yelling, um, at Giselle, and so then Robin. Oh, Robin, Robin, Robin. So Robin says that, Juan is screaming loud because he screamed so much in college. And I'm just like, really, dude?
Lies,
I'm like, really?
lies.
There's plenty of coaches that have yelled, but that's because it's the game. I think that they can still
I
talk in
mean,
normal conversation. I've never heard that, but okay.
so okay, so haven't one did a lot of cameos when married Real Housewives of Potomac?
He's done cameos before, but that's because he had to, not because he wanted to be there.
Great. So my question is, when is the time that he yelled
That I
because
don't
he
know.
can't hear? Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that that has ever really been a huge factor. So, but before that, the twins are coming up on birthday. Giselle's twins are coming up for a birthday. Then Grace is going to Florida for college, as in her last week of school. And so that whole thing with Juan and Giselle, it's just like, Giselle, you're trying to come against someone else's man. Meanwhile, you attack everyone else's man. Like, stop it. Stop it. And then Robin can't keep girl code because NECA and Robin talked, and NECA said, "Can you just please keep this story between us?" Now, I would have told NECA, these are the Green Eye Bandits. They do not care about girl code. They do not care about responsibility, and they do not care about mental health. So anything that you just say to them, just already assume that's gonna go to Giselle, and Giselle's gonna tell Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Robin's gonna tell Giselle. So just assume that from here on out. Okay.
I just want to
Um.
say, how can
Yes.
that be girl code when she's talking to a full ass linebacker? I'm just okay. Okay.
I did not say that, y'all. That was not I. Mm-mm.
That's a man. Robin Dixon is a man. Her name is Rob. Go
Lord, Lord help, Lord help. So then we get to Karen. Okay, we get to Karen. And they are at pickleball. Now, I gotta tell you something. I love Ray and Karen's relationship because Ray has taken such a backseat to be supportive. He's like, listen, I am here for my wife. I ain't gotta work. I'm just gonna show up, support her, get my check, and go. And you know what? I'm not mad at Ray. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I love the fact that Karen and Ray recognize that just because they're older doesn't mean that their life is old. You know what I mean?
You know
And
what?
I
I love
appreciate that.
that. Yeah, I love Ray and Karen because they're really respectful of each other. And Ray, I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can call him Grady all you want to, but that old man is sexy. All right, leave Ray alone. Go ahead, baby.
I think Karen's a beautiful woman because I like thighs that drip like syrup, so I won't speak on Ray.
See,
But
now
no,
you being a little disrespectful, sir.
I don't comment on men. I'm straight. Like I,
Now I know that, but you being a little disrespectful talking about Karen and Pootie Cat. You better leave that lady alone. She married, okay? Leave that
I
married lady alone.
I
She
understand.
is
I
pretty.
understand.
She is
So,
pretty. But go
but
ahead, turn up.
so then just Lord help, we're live, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We've been on the highways and byways of this live for 2 hours and 44 seconds now. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. So then we have Gizelle that arrives, and Karen's like, "Where's Jason? You seem more fun since you had a new boyfriend." I'm just like, you know what? You know what? I'm not saying a word, but you didn't tell no lie either. So then Mia and Gordon arrive, but they arrive, but they arrive right, but then they arrive separately. And so then Wendy and Eddie arrive, then
Right.
Candace arrives, then Vivian, I think it's one of the ladies' friends, Vivian arrives. And then this dude that Giselle brings, which by the
Mm-hmm.
way, I thought this was for couples, not for friends and associates.
Hello?
I thought that was the case. I thought that this was for couples because Giselle's person that she brought, he commented on the whole situation about NECA and stuff. It's like, sir, you this is the first time we've ever seen you. Like, why are you here? Like,
Now, was that guy that Giselle brought, was that the guy from Summer House?
no, that was not the guy from Summer House. That was a completely different person. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't even know why the dude was there
Mm-hmm.
because my thing is this, like, even though Vivian came through, Vivian
Mm-hmm.
Vivian was at an event with the ladies before, so I can at least understand that because there's a assimilation there. But like, dude, nobody knows
Right.
who the hell you are. Like, why are you here? But anyway, that's who Giselle brings. She could bring her dude, but she brought somebody. Okay. All right, I guess. So then, Chris had clients that morning, so Chris could not be there with Candace. Candace and Giselle are not good. And Giselle says, well, there's nothing good about speaking to Candace. Well, you attacked her husband by saying he made you feel uncomfortable. And when the question was asked, you could not give an answer. So when she came at you about your surgery and everything else, and we're glad you're okay. But Giselle, you also got to understand the reason why people don't want to give you sympathy is because you're not worthy of getting sympathy because of your behavior. In the words of Ayala Van Zant, your behavior diminishes your message. So, like, you upset that
Yeah.
she got talking to you, but is there anything worthy to talk to you about? No.
You know what? All I can
So,
say is, Braylon, they are very lucky that E-Love is not on their show. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead, turn it.
well,
Sorry.
listen. No, you're good. You are good. So then, Ashley arrives and Ashley twerks her behind. You have nothing to shake, Ashley. Just stop.
You mean she
Just
twerked her forehead? She twerked her big ass forehead.
Lord. Lord
Go ahead,
help.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Lord help.
I'm sorry.
So no, you're good.
Okay.
So Ashley and Candace are not good because y'all know the lawsuit that's going on with Michael Darby. But here's my thing with the lawsuit. I think it's dumb because at one of the reunions, it was said that Michael grabbed the behind of a camera person, and then you acted out
And
at
it was not.
the
Hold
woman.
on. That was not Candace that said that. You know who said that?
I'm listening.
Guess who said it?
It was
One of the green-eyed bandits.
yeah, it was Giselle. I thought.
Nope, it was not Giselle. It was the other one,
Oh, Robin.
the linebacker. The
Yeah,
linebacker
Robin.
said, right, because she was the one that said that he was after her husband.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, I do
Okay,
remember.
so how
I
the
do.
hell,
Right.
how the hell he has a lawsuit that's going through to Candace? Because Candace is like, yeah, he's weird, but she never said anything outside of that. He never hit on Chris because Chris would have boom bopped that ass.
Right. And
But
if
he
we
hit
all
on.
right, and if we all
Mhm.
remember the party where he got up in Chris's face, where Chris would have every right to
Yep.
smack him, Ashley was
Chris
like,
didn't.
stop you embarrassing me."
You're
So
embarrassing me. Mm-hmm.
right, so Ashley, you're upset at yo dude getting so wait a minute, let me because there's a
He
lot
was
going on.
being like, okay. So let's talk about let's go back. So he was being a drunken idiot
Right.
at Robin and what's his name, recommitment engagement, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that's when he got into Chris's face, and Chris was like, "Hey, bro, like I don't think this is where you want to step on a doorstep. Like you
Right.
need to back up, right?"
Right.
And then he was like, "You know what? F that dude. I don't f with him no more. Like f him." But it wasn't about Chris. Robin and Giselle said that that man was trying to have sexual relationships with Robin's husband.
That was definitely
Now
said.
that's okay. So why he ain't put a lawsuit on them? And they
Well,
said that on national television.
Well, here's the thing, it's optics, right? So I think the reason why,
Right.
Candace said what she said about Michael was because Michael was going at Chris. Now the way I look at it was like tit for tat, like, okay, y'all should be even, right? So
Right.
at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, Ashley, you're upset with Candace, although your ex dude did something wrong to somebody who was minding
Yep.
his own business. So really, at the end of the
Yep.
day, the lawsuit should have. So really, the lawsuit
Uh-huh.
should not have happened because if anything, Candace should have been suing yo behind. But
It,
hey,
it
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
It
It
should
is what
be
it
a
is.
countersuit. Candace, if you are listening now, you are dumb as hell if you don't countersuit that motherfucker and sue his ass for slander. Excuse my French, Braylon. I apologize. I'm sorry, but I had to talk real talk.
No,
He is
you're
slandering her. He said he called
and it's
all
and
kinds of
it's
H's
right,
and
and it's
sluts.
and it's unnecessary. It really is
It's
that could have
unnecessary.
because that could have went so many different ways, but that's neither here nor there. So here's the thing, Karen. I
Hmm.
love Karen, but Karen, this was dicey, but you did
He pissed me off this time.
so basically, she said Wendy and Mia are on a team. Candace, you in the middle. Giselle and Ashley, you're on Giselle and Ashley's team. And then Juan and Robin arrive. And so, Robin's outfit, it wasn't for pickleball. I don't know
Hell,
what it was for. But,
Robin could never win. She can't win. Her
well,
outfits look like a junior linebacker child. Leave it alone. Just
Well, I
leave it
mean,
alone.
when you don't put yourself in a position to win, how can you win? But that's neither here nor there. Let me stop. Let me stop. But basically, Karen said that your whole launch pad was out, put away. Nobody wanted it, not even one. And then
Yep.
Karen said, "Can you cut that out?" I'm like, you really think they gonna cut that out? Oh no! And as a producer, I'm like, hey,
Oh, child, she was being completely facetious. Come on now. You know Karen, no y'all ain't gonna cut that shit out. Cause look at how Robin looks. Robin looks like a whole damn quarterback every time.
Yeah, that
every
outfit was
time.
not that outfit was not
Terrible.
for that. That outfit was not for that. I'm just like,
The reason why
okay,
Karen said that is so that way the producers could zoom in on Robin's outfit.
man, oh man.
She paid just
So
like me.
listen, but you know what
Hmm.
though, Karen. But you know what?
What?
I'll never forget a throwback moment. I think this was to Throwback Queen. Shout out to that channel about why. I think Robin asked like, why is it Candace here, and 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 Karen said she's not here because unlike y'all, I look out for y'all. Is that all right? Receive that. I'm like, oh, she is the real deal.
Mhm.
Because that's a real
Let me
friend. If
tell
they
you
didn't
something.
care about you, they will set up you to be your inferno and then walk away.
Now, I want to ask you a question, Braylon.
Sure.
Out of everybody on
Mm-hmm.
the Real Housewives of Potomac,
Mm-hmm.
who would you call your best girlfriend? And I know you're a straight man, but who
Mm-hmm.
would you say as a girl, a female friend? Who would be your best female friend on that show?
I would have to say Dr. Wendy.
On Potomac?
I think so because Dr. Wendy to me she's got the degrees.
Uh
You
huh.
know, she's
Well,
very
she got five down, got 5 degrees.
right. So, but here's the
Uh,
thing though. I feel that Dr. Wendy only responds based on energy. So
yeah,
as long as
I
you come
agree.
to her correctly, she'll come at you directly. Because I think that, and we also got to recognize that education to her means a lot more to her than to us in America. Because
Right.
in
They
Nigeria, to
had
get
to.
right in Nigeria to get any type of status is a big deal. So I don't look at her
Yeah.
education as her being showboaty, unlike the others. But Giselle, do you have a degree? I'm just asking.
Well, let's get it together now. In the beginning, I did not like Wendy at all because she tried to show herself, oh, I have these degrees, but that doesn't mean you're actually smart. I mean, you're smart as far as educational wise, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm not downplaying that. However, you have to have world smarts as well. So
Absolutely.
I would think my best friend as a woman on the show would be the Grand Dame.
Yeah, I would say Karen as well. I was just saying
I
Dr.
would
Wendy
have to.
for
Yeah, she would be your
I would
first pick.
yeah, because for one, when you're talking about friendship, right? You it does
Yeah,
help if you do have a similar age, you know what I mean? And not saying that me and
yeah,
Karen will not be good friends, because I feel like me and Karen have the same personality of like, look, we're gonna respect everybody, but also
yeah.
too we're gonna call
Yes,
everybody
y'all
out.
do. Yeah,
You
you
know what
have
I
the
mean?
same
So
actual. You and Kara are just alike. Real talk. You're a man,
yeah,
she a woman, but y'all ain't just alike, y'all. I
exactly.
love it.
Like we will look out for each other, but also too, if somebody does something
Yeah,
wrong, we're gonna bring everybody together and call out what needs to be
you
called out. We're
gotta
gonna
you
keep
gotta
that out
call
of
it
hand.
out.
You know
Yep.
what I
And
mean? So
that's what I love about Karen because Karen reminds me so much of myself. I'm the same way, and people that is in my close friend circle, and I want you to be in my close friend circle too, Braylon. By the way,
sure,
you have an
sure, absolutely.
invitation.
Well, thank you, thank you.
But yeah, but like I love how Karen gathers the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she check your ass.
Yeah.
However, she keeps it classy.
No, she
I
don't.
curse. I'm a different kind of breed. I'm like the secondary breed of Karen, right? But in the same sense, like when I have my group of friends and they have infighting and it's too much for me because I can't have my energy destroyed by y'all bullshiggity.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set up a friendship vibe circle, and we gonna just light some candles. We're gonna light some sage. We're gonna speak some good things into the universe. and we're gonna go one on one and say, hey, this is what bothers me, right? And I
Absolutely.
think that Karen is that type of person. I really respect her and I love her, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I met her in real life in Las Vegas last year. And when I tell you that lady is fire, fire.
I feel like Karen Huger is the real person that I see on TV. Like
She
I feel like
is,
she would be that kind in person. Like, hi Braylon, how are you? All that. I feel like she really would be that real. Giselle, I feel like
bro.
she would be Giselle of like, who are you and what's
Hell
going
no.
on? And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
listen, here's the crazy thing. Karen, hi, what's your name? I'm gonna say E-Love, right? Because I gave her my real name. But I said E-Love. She's like, oh, I love that name. She's like, what's going on? What you doing here? And I was talking to her, and she was like, okay, do you have products or anything like that? And she was like, I tell you what, they're gonna make me move on a step and repeat, right? And she was like, so here's my card. And she's like, you call me. And I said, okay, I will. And then she left, right? She
mhm.
came back and she was like, I forgot. I said, what? And she just hugged me.
Yeah,
She's
that was
like,
very
I
cool.
just,
I feel
she
like
was like,
I feel
I love your energy. And I'm like, I love your energy. So yeah. I was like,
and
I
on
started crying.
and honestly too, I will say this. I think Giselle will always be jealous of Karen because Giselle doesn't have the capacity, capability, or
She don't
brain
have
cells to form a
empathy.
brain to have that
Giselle,
comprehension to care.
Giselle doesn't have empathy. Well,
I mean,
okay, so let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Giselle and Erica Girardi are the same damn person.
Erica
Think
Girardi,
about it.
you mean from Beverly Hills, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Miss Pat the Puss.
Oh, yes.
Her and Giselle are identically the same person. Neither one of them understand or have the capacity of empathy. They don't
No, for
understand what that
sure.
means. They
and
they
even
don't.
and even and there was a moment where Karen saged the house, and
Yes.
Giselle said,
And
am I not
Giselle couldn't
welcome?
go
And,
in.
am I not welcomed? And Karen said, well,
You you remember?
you had a year of ucking up. I'm like, you know what, you are a real one, because I'm gonna be the what you think you have done a whole year of doing wrong. No.
You
And
better
you know
tell
what?
it.
And honestly, tell you the truth, the real reason why Giselle will never check Karen is because Karen knows Giselle so well that she might
Yes.
get a read down so good that Giselle may not want to come back next season because we're all going to talk about it. So I think that's why
Let me tell you
Giselle really
something.
doesn't mess with Karen.
And this is why Karen plays the field. She laid back. If you really pay attention to Karen, Karen is the one that got all the deadly tea. Honey, if you sip from her teacup, you gonna die. Cause she gonna tell all your business when you piss her off real talk. And
Hmm.
Giselle is tiptoeing around Karen because Karen know a lot of her tea, honey. She know
Yeah,
her
for
tea
sure.
from back when she was married to that nasty pastor. Okay? She don't
No,
want
this
to
is
do that
true.
with Karen. That's why she played with her and then she pulled back. She leave Karen alone because Karen will expose Giselle for exactly who she is. And once she exposed Giselle for who she
Hmm.
is, that whole light skin tower is gonna crumble because Robin is going to be a secondary linebacker
Oh Lord.
casualty. Okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't talk
No,
my.
no, you're good.
Yeah,
No, you're
I had to
good.
talk. I had to talk my shit
So
because I
you're
love
good.
me some Karen. Don't play with my Karen, baby. Go
No,
ahead, baby.
listen.
I'm sorry.
I think she's
Mm.
a Karen that we can all love on for sure. So
Now that's the
Giselle
only
playing
Karen
this.
I like.
Yeah, so Giselle, Candace, Karen, and Ashley are on one team, and then Mia, Robin,
Mm.
Wendy, and Nneka are another team. So Kanika comes in, and she was from one of the events. Karen makes a speech about how all the women aren't good, and that Robin showed up, and then Juan moved away and said he doesn't want to hear that. Like, dude, you didn't have to come. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just stayed at home, but whatever. So then, the shrine is talked about and all that type of stuff. I thought was a pointless argument because Ashley was the one who was being messy. And here's the thing with NECA. NECA, I
Uh-huh.
get that that's what was told to you, but also too, that is a full-grown woman sitting across from you. She cannot be responsible for what her mama does. If that's the case, you need to talk to her mama, not to Wendy. Okay, that was quite uncalled for. And then, when Wendy said that Nneka was crazy, Mia said, well, she said the same thing about me. Mia, you threw a drink,
Mia,
you
sit
threw a
your
drink
ass
in,
down somewhere.
right, like you threw a drink in a woman's face, and then you use your whole child, to say that Wendy was talking about you. She was not talking about your child. She was talking about you.
Exactly.
And,
Okay, so
and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say,
Go
and
ahead.
then to me, it seems like and there was a throwback clip of how Candace is saying that she's got the size 13 feet to tell people what to do, and me was like, well, God
She
gave
got
me
big
my feet,
feet.
and God gave me these feet, and then this
Mm,
Candace she is a shade slayer, okay? And Candace said, well,
baby.
when Candace said, and God made you basic too, Wendy, Jesus, I
Facts.
I'm just like,
Listen,
Wendy, shut up. But also too, Wendy, you did tell
listen.
God, though.
You know what I had to do? I jumped up and ran to the bathroom because I had to pee. I was gonna pee on myself laughing.
Lord. Like it was the moment that was needed, because when she said, and God
She
made you
said,
basic too,
Jesus,
Jesus.
Jesus. Ah,
And then with Mia saying my rich
hey,
friends will be,
Rose.
hey Rose, welcome in. Then she said my rich friends will be able to understand me. Well, guess what? Your rich friends probably are richer than you, because if I recall, I think Nicki Minaj said, I don't think you have $100 million in the bank. And she said, I
I
know, so I
mean,
don't need to know. When Nicki Minaj has to tell you that you don't have $100 million, you should just shut your
honey,
behind up at that point. You should just shut
just
up.
shut the hell up.
Um,
But okay, so can I say Wendy disappointed me in the scene though?
sure.
She really, like, I'm rooting for Wendy, even though I did not like her in her first season. I like her now
Yeah.
because I actually did some research on Wendy Osefo, and I understand where she's coming from as a black African woman coming over to a whole new country, and she built herself up in such a beautiful way to be a
Yes.
commentary, political commentary and things like that. And she's a professor and she's a doctor, yada, 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 right? All the degrees, 5 degrees. But the thing with Wendy, she allowed this NECA chick. By the way, NECA, if you're hearing this, bitch, your face don't match your body. Stop
Lord.
wearing that light ass makeup. Stop it. Cause you look stupid.
This
You
don't look
do.
like it.
I'm just I'm speaking, E love, I'm speaking. Anywho, my thing is you let this heifer cause of this man, y'all probably was on a Facebook group, right? That went to
Mhm.
college with each other. I have that I went to high school and college with, and after college with, right? And they're
Mhm.
on my Facebook group. But if you're not contributing to conversations that I'm leading especially when it was the Black Lives Matter. And mind you, I am not in political science by any way. I am IT, information technology, and I'm speaking from real life. Okay,
Right.
this is Elo speaking to Braylon. So I
Yeah.
have that kind of background. So yeah, I have those people that are were connected to me. But you know what? If you don't say I'm sorry that you lost your mom last year, uh I don't have no reason for your ass to stay on my Facebook page. Because the only reason why you still here is because you're being nosy.
Right.
And I delete you. So now I'm in a group and I'm hanging out with my wife or my husband rather, because I'm not a lesbian, but I'm hanging out with my husband,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden this woman is telling me, "Oh, well, we're black. We came from the west side of Chicago, and we went to Farragut High School." Okay. Oh, well, you unfriended me on Facebook. Okay. That would be my response. Okay.
Right.
I don't know you. Like we never hung out, we never kicked it outside of school. Like you're not in my friend circle, so yeah, I don't need to have you on my Facebook page. Why is this an argument? And
Right.
I'm very pissed off with Wendy because she got so hyper about the situation. I understand where she's coming from because she's like, hey, I'm an educated woman. Why are you coming at me like this? You're an educated woman. But I think that they should have, her and NECA, whatever, the bad face, black neck, light face, black neck, NECA, should step away to the side and say, hey, okay, you said this about my mom. Like, don't do that. Because
Yeah, that
I
should have
really
been
would.
that should have been a conversation away from
That should have
everybody.
been a way. That should have stepped. They
Yeah.
should have took that away, not from the group. That should have been a sidebar conversation. And like, hey, so what really did you say? Okay, so guess what? I light a candle, a 7 day candle, and I speak blessings into the universe. My
Yes, you
mother do
do.
that, and
No,
I
for
well,
sure.
I'm speaking on real stuff, Braylon.
No,
I
I
have my
agree with
candle.
you.
Listen, I have my candle lit right now because I'm in a very, really tough situation in my life, in real
Mhm.
life. And I know my mom always said, put your intention in your candle. And when you burn that candle, put that for love. Put that for love for yourself and the universe, and all blessings will come to you. And I did that
Absolutely.
today. I haven't done that in so many, like maybe 3 years, because I was so
Right.
confused and consumed with everything that was going wrong in my life, and I didn't realize all the good things that was going right in my life.
Absolutely.
So
Hey, mhm.
Wendy pissed me off because she missed an opportune time to not only clear her name, but she missed an
Uh-huh.
opportune time to clear her mom's name.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
That's the
Hey,
thing.
PN2,
All
and
right.
hey, PN2, Ross, welcome in. No, I agree.
Hey, PN2.
I think that conversation could have went in a more healthy direction than
Yeah.
what it was. But I mean, hey, listen, the season's not over yet, and I do hope that they can work that out. And then Ashley, you
I don't
can't be up.
know.
And then Ashley, you can't be upset that your name is brought up. Like, yes, you owned up to the fact that you delivered it wrong, but guess what? That means you're still in the situation because it came from you. So you can't get upset about
Can
that.
I say
So
something about that? Can I say something
yeah, go
about
ahead.
that? Let me tell you, Ashley, you big forehead fucker. If I ever see you in real life, me and you gonna have a problem. Because she sit up here, she rests on her light skin privilege. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Cause
No,
she sit up there,
I
she
feel you.
look the first thing she did was look down on Wendy. No, I'm sorry. First thing she did was look down on what's the little girl name? She looked like a cricket.
Um, not
Candace.
cricket. What the hell?
Well, she looked like Candace looked like a I neither here nor there. She looked down on Candace.
What the world?
Real talk, like pay attention now. Pay attention. I might say it funny, but I mean that. She looked down on Candace first. Then she had a new target, which was Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
And then her main thing was, oh, I got this friend named Neka. She's Nigerian from the Igbo tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might have something in common, but the first thing she did was try to get some tea out of NECA and was like, well, didn't her mom say such and such about you? Oh yeah, her mom lit me up with a on the shrine. Y'all don't understand. So I'm not African. I'm African descendant, but I honor my African heritage, right?
Sure.
I honor my Native American heritage as well.
Yes.
But I know when I have a shrine, I create something from the goodness of my heart, and I write your name down. If you tell me, Ela, I'm having this kind of hardship, guess what? I'm gonna fix a candle. I'm put your name in it, and I'm gonna burn that damn candle. And guess what? Your blessings are coming to you within 30 days, and it
Understood.
always happens. I do that
No,
for
I received
everybody
that.
I love. So
Right.
I know what her mom is doing. When they call it a shrine, it is not necessarily a negative thing.
Right.
My candle is lit right now. You understand?
I do.
I put blessings and love and goodness into the universe. I sage my home. I speak blessings into everybody before I speak it into myself.
Right.
I want everybody to win. And I know for a fact Wendy's mama is that type of woman. For anybody to sit here and say, first of all, to say Igbo, don't do that. Don't do that. And
No, I
then you
definitely.
say a
Mm-hmm.
shrine in a negative way, that all came from Ashley. That didn't come from NECA. That came from Ashley. Ashley
Right.
planted that seed into NECA. And it was on TV.
And I do agree with this that at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, as
Hmm.
I have often said, there's reality TV and then there's reality in real life. And so you have to be
Right.
able to just have cognizance of like, okay, wait a minute. Does this have to be a situation or can it be a solution? And like I said with Mia, you can just shut the hell up. You know what I
Ugh.
mean?
Mia, why
Because
is she still there?
I
Gross.
don't know because honestly, if I was there, hey Mia, you said that Wendy called you crazy, right? But Candace also said that God made you basic, right? So I mean,
I mean,
listen, crazy, you basic. I mean, you get labels, and listen, Mia, it's not what you're called by, but it's what you answer to. And since you did answer
hello.
to those, that must make you crazy and basic, right? That's what I would have said to shut her up. Now, of course,
Well,
Gizelle would try to came for me, and Gizelle, if you and me met, trust me, I have a certain mouth that you wouldn't be able to handle. You
Braylon, I
I'm
tell you
just
what,
listen.
Braylon, you and me need to link up and get our ass over to the Potomac. You hear me?
Oh, listen, see. Here's the thing, right? I would like to make my national television debut, but also too,
Uh,
I would like to make the debut where I'm in control of my circumstances, because
I know, I understand, I understand. Well, maybe we should have an E Love and Braylon. E Love and
anything.
Braylon show. Shit.
Listen, anything can happen. So as we continue on here,
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
let's see. No, you're good. You're good. Like I said,
I'm
Wendy was being
sorry, we was
unnecessary.
acting
No,
a
you're
whole
no,
donkey over
you're good.
here.
No, you're good. You're absolutely good. And this
Okay.
is what virtual tour live is supposed to be. It's live, it's fun, and it's chill. So it's all good. Wendy was being
Oh,
extra. Then Wendy and Mia talked, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? With Mia saying, "Well, you've called me names like Mia. All these things were circumstantial because of you. Shut up." Like, damn.
but
But it,
nothing that Wendy said was wrong about Mia though. I mean,
that part.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, that part. So then food falls down, and Candace says these are the spirits that come to get us. But then Karen is like, Juan, you got a problem with me. I'm like, wait a minute, Karen, where are you going at, Juan? But then they do a throwback clip. They rewind the clip a little bit, and Juan hit the wall and the food fell down.
That
And I think
thank you.
Robin was on the pickleball court and moved over too. So it's like, you know what?
They
Honestly,
did that on purpose.
that's what I was about to say. Like, really, Robin? Really? And you saw it?
Yep.
Like, come on now. Just stop. So then, the situation with the men come about the Facebook thing. And then that's pretty much it, y'all. It's not really too much else.
I mean, I think that this was a filler episode. I think that it was not orchestrated the right way. I think Juan was the culprit. Obviously, we saw it of knocking everything down, and he damn near set the whole place on fire. Um, Mia, you're a non-factor. I wanted to cuss, but you are very blessed that I did not cuss your ass out. Candace, girl, boo. Uh, NECA, get the right skin tone to match your face, girl. That's the only thing
Lord.
I really have a problem with. And stop being upset about pediatric kind of situations because you're acting like a child.
Yeah, you can't be a.
Wendy,
Mm-hmm.
Wendy, stop falling for the goddamn banana in the tailpipe. Stop being a stupid ass and worrying about what everybody got to say. Be good with your blessed and mercy, big titties,
Oh,
okay? And Mr. Dr. Smiley, keep on smiling with your handsome self. You so cute. And guess what? And NECA, girl, your husband can't compare to Dr. Smiley. Okay? You can't.
Lord.
What's my girl? What's my girl? Karen?
Mhm.
Karen. Keep on Karen in like a black queen should.
Not Karen.
Um, oh baby. And then that damn Hercules and Dum Dum, the green eyed bandits, y'all get the hell on. I'm sick of y'all. I tell you what, if I marry a man, he's in Potomac, I guarantee goddamn tell you I'm gonna be on that show. And I'm gonna read them heifers fulfilled. And I'm gonna rock with Karen and I'm gonna rock with Wendy, but I'm gonna tell Wendy, girlfriend, don't be stupid. And stop being friends with Mia, because Mia has chlamydia. I mean, that's just what I heard.
Oh, okay.
You ain't heard
All
that from
right.
me.
Everything is alleged in our opinion for entertainment
It's
purposes
alleged.
only.
It's alleged. It's just,
It's alleged. We
popcorn
don't know.
information, child.
Uh,
Nobody know nothing. I don't know nothing, but I'm just saying. I'm
Lord Jesus.
sorry. I'm sorry. You can
No,
delete
it's
me.
all.
I get a.
No, it's all good. It is all good.
I mean, when can I get a reach, Braylon?
It's all. Well, listen. You have. Wait. Do you follow me
No,
on
don't do
Instagram?
it. Don't do it.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm
You
just
have
gonna
an
bring. I'm just
Instagram?
gonna. Yeah, I do. Hang on. So that's my Instagram there. So just message me there. We'll talk. Okay.
Where? Hold on.
We'll talk. It's on the
I gotta
screen now.
see you. Oh, I'm blind as hell. Hey, Braylon and
It
chat.
was. It
Great.
was.
Live, Braylon.
It was. Yes, it was. It was tons of.
Oh,
And
I
this
see
is
it.
what
I see
YouTube
it.
should be. This is what YouTube. This is what
You know,
YouTube should be.
you want to hear how? Oh shit! Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You want to hear how I came to be?
Yeah,
I
go right
sound like
ahead.
Dr.
We're chilling.
Heavenly, don't I?
Yes, indeed.
So
Yeah, no, we're chilling.
I was on Instagram
Hmm.
for a long time, for like 10 years, until I came to YouTube. So on YouTube, I'm E-Love. But over on Instagram, I'm on this bullshit.
Hmm.
And child, let me tell you, I became a this bullshit because there was a girl from Chicago that I knew, and I knew her older brother and sister, and she thinks she's a comic, and she made it onto what's that boy name? Nick Cannon show.
You mean
She
the
did
talk show?
like no the comedy show on MTV.
Oh, wilding out. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, she made it for like 2 episodes, and then she ended up becoming the 50 Cent stalker.
Oh, okay.
Child, it's the tea for me, honey, and she is still bad shit crazy.
Understood.
So that's where that comes from. So
Gotcha.
anyway, Corona's bullshit. Follow me.
Okay, I will definitely message you for sure.
You down? Anyway, I love you, Braylon.
Love you right
Thank
back,
you. This
you
was
love.
so fun.
And this is what YouTube is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about drama and strife and chaos. It can be fun, chill, and relaxing. So
And I ain't gonna lie, I came from the black sector. Like I stumbled upon your page. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I pulled up like, this is my opinion. But like I have my own YouTube channel and I wanna create something, but like I wanna do what you're doing, but I want to do like spooky movie. Like that's my thing. I love like The Walking Dead, kind of crazy stuff like that.
oh,
So
that sector is very huge with content. All it takes is just you doing
for
one
real?
video. Yeah, that no, there's a lot. There are a lot of horror channels that cover a lot of horror movies and zombie movies. Yeah, that's a sector. That's a sector for sure.
Well, so what I want to do is I want to watch like old school scary movies like Blackula. I
Yes,
don't know if you know about Blackula. I'm
I
showing
do
my
know about
age.
Dracula. I do know about
I'm an
Dracula.
old one. Braylon, don't make fun of me now. I'm
No, I'm not.
old.
I'm right here. I'm chilling.
What you know about Blackula? Shit, you wasn't even born when that came out.
I do my research on a little bit of everything because
Ooh,
you never know
child,
when you're gonna have to know things. So
that movie scared the hell out of me when I was a little girl. And then I watched The Brides of Princess. I said, "Oh Lord, help me!" And so I'm finna. I sound like that lady. Jesus is a fire. So I want to watch movies like that, and then I want to talk about like The Walking Dead. That's my shit. You know what I'm
oh yeah,
saying?
you can definitely do that on YouTube for sure. It's
But I don't know
Well,
how to. I don't know
well,
how to do like stream yards and stuff. I'm kind of
like I said,
scared.
like I said, message me on Instagram and we'll definitely talk. I'm willing to help out for sure.
You're so awesome. But hey, I hope that it's okay for me to be a co-host every once in a while. I'm not gonna come
Oh no,
every.
for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy you. You're so wonderful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That really does mean a lot.
And I hope I don't talk a lot. I do, but like I hope I don't get on your nerves.
No, 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 no. Listen. Here's the thing about YouTube that I've come to learn. You will
Yeah.
eventually find your audience. It takes time, and I talk a lot too. But I think it also
Yeah.
goes to show
You
that there's
don't.
strength there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that means that you have amazing communication and you have command of the audience and you hold people's interest. And those are three things that it makes you a phenomenal person. And I'm very thankful that I stumbled upon your page.
Well,
And
thank
like,
you
you're
very
so
much.
awesome. You're so awesome, dude.
Well,
Like,
thank
keep
you
going
very.
and don't give up, Braylon.
Well,
Okay?
I try my best not to. I was on Shop Reality TV, and y'all,
Uh-huh.
for those of you who don't know who Shop Reality TV is, she gets some
I don't.
exclusives. She's a great
Mm-hmm.
content creator, but I was over for her live review, and she said, "Braylon, you got a voice for radio," which told me without telling me that she either has seen me on panels or she's came over to my channel and watch some of my
She came to
stuff.
your channel.
So listen to everybody out there that feels like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You don't know who is watching. You don't.
Yeah.
So just keep doing
Oh,
what you do.
Braylon, I got a question.
Sure.
Remember, you had a question in regards to content.
Yes.
Do you watch Ready to Love?
I do watch Ready to Love. I don't do it on my
Well, I
channel.
think we need to have,
Um,
we need to do that.
Okay, I can definitely probably do some content on that. The only reason why I
Yeah.
haven't done it on my channel is because I do a review show every Saturday with Talk with Solana. Ooh, excuse me, Talk with Solana, a Queen C with
Okay.
GG9, and my main man Q. We do that Saturdays at 3:05 p.m. And it's a
You
good
gotta,
time.
okay.
It's a good
I
time.
definitely gotta come over here and just like listen. Because I really think that you provide like a safe environment that we all can just be ourselves,
I try
whether
my
we're in the
best to.
chat or we're on the live with you. Like, you are just such a comforting person. So thank you so
Well,
much.
thank
And
you.
I'm definitely coming in and listening, honey. I'm give y'all some views, child.
Well, listen, we love and appreciate you for sure, and like I said, message me
I
on
love you.
Instagram. We'll definitely talk for sure.
Okay. And it's oh shit, I ain't got my glasses. Brandon Lee 25.
Yes, Braylon BRAYLON underscore Lee 25.
Oh,
Yep.
it look like Brandon child. I can't see nothing. I ain't got my glasses. I won't that's all
No, you're
right.
good.
Anyway, love you.
Love you too. We'll talk
Bye
soon.
chat. Bye y'all. All right, this was fun. Bye.
See you soon. See, that's what YouTube is supposed to be about, you guys. Not drama, not strife, not chaos. It's supposed to be this one. Because honestly, I was actually about to get off, and then here are all these people coming through. So let me thank everybody before we head out here. Revelation 2023, thank you. PN2 Ross, thank you. Rose Armstead, thank you. Nikki News, thank you. Designs and Decor, thank you. Y'all are live in the chat. E Love, of course, thank you as well. Let's do the love you right back. Let's do the daily motivator, and then we're gonna head on out of here. Let me get greatday.com up here. All righty, greatday.com. And then we're going to get on out of here because we've been on the highways and byways of this live for 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 3 seconds. So we've been traveling for that long together. No, it was that it was dope. So let me get here. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. I totally agree. It is time for the Daily Motivator from Ralph Morrison for Monday, November 27th, 2023. The latest thing. You seek answers, comfort, and richness in what's new, yet what you long for is not likely to be found in the latest thing. Much of what's new is empty and useless, contrived solely for the sake of novelty. Is shiny and bright, designed specifically to capture your attention, but beneath the irresistible veneer is nothing. Certainly, authentic new things have the power to bring much value to your life. Genuine novelty can stimulate your imagination and energize your spirit. But just because something is new does not magically make it useful. Having the latest version does not automatically equate with having the best version. Now, they there already exist thousands of years worth of values, insights, and innovations that have stood the test of time, while not while not themselves new, are most indeed due to you and very accessible as well. Don't dismiss all the good, useful old things that you never know just to chase what everybody's currently chatting about. The substance you seek might be very well found in what's been there all along. Ralph Morrison. I like this one. I know I say that all the time, but I really do like this one. I think that that's very true. When it comes to trying to do something new, um, sometimes when you're going about the latest thing, sometimes the latest thing is just a trend. It doesn't mean it's something valuable. I have had to realize that with doing my content on YouTube, that what I end up doing may not be the thing that is the most popular, but I know the way I give commentary is very unique because I talk about everybody, but I also try to give love to everybody as well. So that's one. Number two, when it comes to the latest thing, sometimes old works, old school works, and you're not going to get everything right in your relationships, whether that's you being a parent, whether that's you being a boyfriend, girlfriend, whether that's you being a business partner, whether that's you being a student. We all are married to something. We all have love for something. And I'll tell you this, just because you try to do new things doesn't mean that values don't matter. And finally, when it comes to the latest thing, always know that there's always going to be the latest thing. And so, if everything else that's coming down the line is always going to be the latest thing, then why can't you just be an original? So, with that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing, and call yourself is another thing. Be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. And always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just trying to just bring people together through pickleball. Make sure the replay is not just worthy for you to watch it, not just worthy for you to listen to, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, whatever successes you have achieved on this particular day, I am extremely proud of you. Um, and always remember, if nobody else loves you, love your damn self. Um, Remember, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, you gotta go on tour. Enjoy these fireworks for the day that was, for the day that's to come, and the blessings are on the way for you. One love, much love, all love. I will see you guys tomorrow night for a brand new edition of Virtual Tour Live. We'll go to many destinations, but guess what? It will be a virtual tour unlike any other, because that's what we do. Because why? Hashtag we are on tour. One love, much love. Good night, everybody. I meant to say one love, much love, all love. Good night, everybody.